All right, guys, here we are again. Feature Friday here at KoJack's Live. We're doing a 5 on the button, this time Hold'em game. So we're going to be doing 2-card most of the way through, but we are also going to be doing 4-card bomb pots. Double board PLO bomb pots here at 5 on the button means $10 bomb pots. So it's going to be a lot of fun here. We've already got the action kicking off right now, so make sure to stay with us here for the duration of this stream. It is going to be excellent. Thanks for checking us out, everybody. Starting things off with a little double board bomb pot action. And we've got a great roster of players once again playing the knit button game. Our variation of the knit button game, at least. Usually you go until there's one player left. This time we are going until the hour. So at 7 o'clock, we will be counting out the knit buttons and building up a horse race, a.k.a. knit buttons or sea biscuits, as they have been come to affectionately be known here. And like I said, we're kicking things off with a bomb pop. Mr. Scott Armstrong. Looks like he's got the King 9-4-4. He's going to bet out here. I'm going to make the call for 50 rather. And see what develops on the turn. Going to peel one off. We got 340 in the middle already. And I think I saw another diamond come out on the bottom board, but I could be wrong. Graphics are reading an 8 of clubs and a 5 of hearts. Yeah, it was a jack of diamonds. So 8 high flush for John, king high flush for Scott. And let's see, John does decide to bet for 125 here. Scott, he likes what he sees. Got the king high flush draw on the flop, is going to go ahead and make the call. Coach with the spade draw on the top board, nut flush draw on top, and a straight draw on the bottom. And Mr. Julot, set of 2s on both boards. Let's see if he can boat up. Nope, not on the top, not on the bottom. Another diamond comes off, making it less likely that anybody else is holding diamonds. That could be doom for John. Well, let's see if he can get away from this one. And Coach, I think, is holding his cards. And he made a pair of aces on the top. But brick otherwise. Not going to feel good about that board. I don't expect Coach to come along to any bet. Matt in the chat, what's happening, my man? Wouldn't you like to know, weather boy? And Scott's going to be betting out 225 here. And it looks like Coach is making the call here with a pair of aces on the bottom. And a pair of 6s on top. And a pair of 8s. 2 pair on top. And wouldn't you know it, that is... Wait a second. What am I missing? Oh, he made the flush. That's what it is. Ace high flush. What's happening, Matt? Hope you're doing well, my friend. Luis in the booth is giving you a peace sign. A what's up? Hey, Cruz in the chat too. Viva Mexico again. Hi. What's going on, man? Hope everything's going well for you. And John does make the call with the 8 high flush on the bottom board. Gets the bad news, unfortunately. And Scott's going to turn over the king high flush. Flush over flush with another flush. Man, it's good to see you guys in the chat. Hope everybody's doing well on this beautiful Friday. Nice clear skies out there. Temperature sitting right around 100 degrees. It is the last day of July. So if you need a little bit of push to get into that qualifier that we're going to be doing August 8th, make sure to come out tonight. Tonight is the last night. And we're going to be stopping the timers at the close of business. Technically, that is 11:59 a.m. tomorrow morning. Our business day runs from 12 noon to 11:59 a.m. So you got a little bit of time, even if it's after midnight. And there's a chubby gray-headed man just handing out some knit buttons. We are going to be doing the knit button once again for today. So that is pretty good as well. We're doing the high hand jackpot. Last time it was at $900 for hour 3. This time that means we are starting off at a cool $1,000. And I'm going to go ahead and change that up. Ashley in the chat, what's going on, girl? Hope you're doing well on this feature Friday evening. And that means hour 3, we're going to be up to $1,200. So that is pretty cool if you ask me. High hand jackpot, though, right now, $1,000 if you get aces full of kings or better. Cruz saying you should make a Texas Hold'em with a night game and 7-2. I do like the 7-2 game. Scott, actually, I look up just in time to see him folding 7-deuce. I do like the 7-deuce game, but I feel like getting both of them, maybe a little bit of overkill. We'll have to see how that goes. Let's try it out one of these days. We might end up trying it out on maybe Tuesday. Let's see if we can do that. If the players agree to it, of course. John suffered kind of a cooler on that last hand, flush over flush. He had the 8-high diamond flush up against the king-high diamond flush. Now he's got pocket kings. Flop comes out jack 9-9. Pretty good way to make some money if anybody's holding a jack, but not a great way if anybody's holding a 9. As we can see, of course, Dulot with the ace-7, no 9 in his hand. Adrian with the ace-8, no 9 in his hand. Brandon with the queen-4, no 9 in his hand. All right. And he folded the kings. Oh, no, he goes all in here. And letting the graphics catch up. John going all in with the pocket kings, 6 of spades on the turn. And I think he's going to take her down. And he's going to show the hand and get rid of the knit button. We have our first victor, Mr. John. Hey, Royce in the chat. What's happening, my man? Good to see you, Royce. Luis says hello also. Hope you're doing well, my friend. And we are going to be streaming until 9 p.m. Well, probably 9:15 p.m., depending on that knit game. If there is a horse race to be done, we will stick through the end of that. Hope everybody's doing just fine this Friday evening. What are y'all getting into tonight? And why is it not here? Come out to KoJack's. We got a couple of tables going on in the main room. We got this live stream table going on. We got, I think, 2 or 3 seats open in the main room. So if you want to jump on in there, you got time, just give us a call. Miss Brittany is working the front desk right now. She'll be more than happy to help you out. Ashley throwing out a shout out to Mr. Luis, covering for her. Yes, indeed. He is very excited to do so. Hope everything's going well, Ashley. Hope your roommate's doing all right. Roy's saying, driving around Midland looking pretty. Yes, indeed. That's what you got to do sometimes. And we got, what is this, 6 playable hands. Coach with the 5-6 offsuit, ace-10, pocket 7s, king-10, queen-jack, jack-8. Flop comes out queen high, queen 7-6, 2 pair. Nope, set for Ashton. I thought Coach was holding the 6-7, but he's got the 6-5. And John flopping top pair. This could be disaster. 2 diamonds also means Dulot has a flush draw. He's got the nut flush draw. Coach also with a flush draw, but I don't know. Unless it's an 8 or a 4 of diamonds, he's probably not going to continue on. Ashton's going to bet out 155. John with top pair and a couple players to act behind him. Does he want to get a little frisky? He's only got 220, so this is not a call spot. He could likely either shove or fold. Top pair is tough to get away from here, but massive bet. Full pot size bet thereabouts. And I do expect, well, with the way he's thinking about it, he might actually make the shove. Roy's saying, Chase just wanted to say 6-7. Yeah, I'm a little too old for that. I don't know if you've seen me lately, but my head is all the way white. I got gray hair everywhere. All right, and John does just make the call. That leaves him 65 behind, but it is probably going all in on any turn. He does not want a queen. Oh, it is the 8 of diamonds. That would have given Coach the up and down straight flush draw. Now, if it's me and I got 4 to a straight flush, I am chasing no matter what. Don't use that against me. And, of course, the ace of clubs comes off. No more diamonds. And Ashton with the set of sevens going to take her down. And John getting up from the table here. Ashton going to throw in his nit button. And I'm trying to get the audio working here. I am not positive how we can do that, but I do know it is on. I'm trying to get the table talk audio. Let me know, can you hear anybody talking right now? Because it is not working for me. Now, we did a fix for this not that long ago, and I thought I had it fixed already. Well, oh, wait a second. I found out how to get rid of the echo. It is this button right here. So at least we got that. Okay, good. We can hear the table talk audio. Now, unfortunately, it's not coming through my headphones right now, but yeah, I'll see what I can do. We'll play around with it a little bit. We'll keep them low for now. Turn it up after the hand is over. See what they're talking about. 7-5-3 on the flop. Charlie's hand, the 5-3 is so strong right now. Coach flopping top pair with the pair of sevens. And Coach is going to bet out 35. That is about the best flop you can ask for with 10-7 offsuit. And he sure does. He only shows one. That's not good enough for the nit game.
That's like me.
Got to show them both, Coach. That's all right. He's going to wait for a better spot. And he will more than likely win a pot eventually. So far, what are we, 3 hands in, and we've already got a cooler out there. Ashton's set of sevens versus John's queen-jack, top pair on the flop. And just couldn't get away from it, even when that ace came on the river. Oh, actually, he went all in on the turn, didn't he? All right, Dulot with the king-10. Straddles, I think, to 20. Ashton's out of there. Kyle with the 7-deuce. Not playing the 7-deuce game. He gets out. Adrian with the ace-jack. Gonna raise it up to 40, just clicking it back. Scott with the 7-8. Got a little suited connector action. He's gonna think about it before putting in a call. And Coach is out of there with the 8-7, some offsuit connectors. Look at this. Sevens are out to play today. Flopped a set of sevens for Ashton. Everybody else holding a 7 in their hand for this one. Now, King 10 and Dulot's hand, the only player eligible for the flush right now. Adrian with the ace-jack makes a $50 bet. I'm going to try and steal the pot. That's good enough to get Scott out. But Dulot with the 10 of hearts. Looks like he's piecing together a call. Sure enough, there it is. And the 9 of hearts comes off. That 10 looking pretty tasty right now. Adrian with the jack of hearts, though, also looking pretty tasty. Both players with a straight flush draw. But both players holding each other's out for that straight flush. And it goes all in call. And Dulot with the 10 high hearts, shoving all in, probably trying to steal the pot. Adrian with the jack high hearts says, no, 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 not so fast, brother. And the jack of diamonds comes off. Adrian's going to take down that pot. And he does show it, so he gets rid of that button. And he chips up pretty nicely, up over $1,000 after one single pot. And I think Dulot's taking a walk. He did leave his nit button on the table. I am hopeful that he'll be coming back here. He told me earlier when he was registering for the stream, he said, I'm nervous. And I said, don't be, just play your game. But I did neglect. The cards themselves have a mind of their own. Got notched for all in on that last hand. Jack high flush versus 10 high flush. Never feels good. But I do know that Dulot, not a quitter. He's a great player, plays a great game. I think he'll be back.
Unless they don't let you do that. Okay. Which table do I go to?
All right, Adrian now looking down at the ace king. Dude, run a little better. And Brandon with the queen 7 out of there. Scott with the ace 10. He looks like he's pre-folding, but I mean, that's a pretty good hand. Does he smell something I don't? He would be crushed right now if he were to play it, but like I said, ace 10 on the low jack, not too bad. And he does actually muck. Good read there, Scott. Excellent read. And Adrian's going to take it down with the ace king. That is technically 2 in a row. Yo, Moss in the chat. What's happening, my man? As of 15 minutes ago, we do have a seat open. I don't know if you want to come in and try your hand, a little 5 on the button hold'em. But I hope everything's going well for you, my friend. Happy Friday, everybody. We are one step closer to the weekend. Actually, for most of you, probably you're at the weekend. I'm just slaving away over here behind a microphone and a screen watching my favorite game of all time, talking about it with a very lively chat and an excellent roster of players. If this is torture, chain me to the wall. Nashion's going to go ahead and raise it up from $5 with the Snowman to $35. Kyle coming along with the King Queen. Ashley in the chat saying, surprised Moss isn't playing. Yeah, me too. Me too. I think Moss is trying to make an escape, trying to get away from Midland for a little while. If I had to guess, I don't know. Maybe that theory doesn't hold up because he didn't take me with him. Ashley, yeah, I know. And Matthew in the chat saying he wish he had $20 to play the game. You know what? You took my hundo. So I know you've got at least that. Flop comes out, Jack 10-4 with a king on the turn. That means Kyle's got top pair now. And Kyle's on the button, so he is going to bet it. Technically, that chip did cross the line, so it is part of the legal bet. We do have a hard betting line here at KoJack's. If you have not played here, that blue line across the table is a hard betting line. Any chips that cross that line are in play. Any chips that don't are not in play. You got to bet in one motion. Now you got to turn it over. There he goes. He turns it over. Good man. Good man. Boss in the chat saying he's playing for 1.5 milli. $1 million. Casino Royale. And we've already moved on to hand number 8.
Give me a big favor, man. Give me a big favor. Yes, only I guess.
Matt in the chat saying he spent it on a good old time.
Yeah.
I don't want to get flagged by YouTube, so I'm not going to say it, but yeah, I agree. All right, we got to move the button around a little bit. Got a player away from his seat already. Come on, we're 8 hands in. Matt saying it was well spent. Thanks, Chase. Well, how else are you? Anyway. Speaking of the Queen 3 right here, Scott's hand, he folded. Ashton with the K-deuce out of there. Kyle with the 6-4. Going to come along. Brandon with the Queen 9 of clubs. And we are running the flush frenzy as well. Got to be an ace-high flush, but the ace does not have to be in your hand. And I've seen a lot of club flushes today. I want to say 3 or 4 of them out of the 4 or 5 of them. Kyle turns a pair. He's going to bet it. $10. River card's a 9. Brandon's going to raise him up a little bit here, and Kyle makes the call. No good. Brandon chasing down all the way top pair to top trips by the time we hit the river. And he does get rid of the button. Scott trying to pass his button off. Take mine. If you are unfamiliar with the nit game, each player has a red biscuit in front of them for a horse race, aka a sea biscuit, and we go until the end of the hour.
Not yet, but it'll be table 2 up there.
As we go till the end of the hour, and whoever's got a button left throws in $25 for a horse race. And that's why we call them sea biscuits. You know, the obvious horse. We're just horsing around over here. Ashton with the 8-6 of clubs under the gun is going to raise it up. Looks like $30. Yeah, he's just, you know, $5 blind up to 30, just a standard 6x raise. Scott's going to fold. Coach with the Jack-9 is coming along. 2 overcards versus the 2 undercards. Just slightly less than a 2-to-1 favorite for Coach. And flop comes out King, Queen, 7, it looks like. Coach wants to bet, but he does not. He makes the check. Ashton with the 6-8 does not bet either, but he does turn a pair. Now, Coach looking like he's sizing up a bet. His opponent, the pre-flop aggressor, doesn't want to stab at that king-queen high board. Coach is going to make a try. Unfortunately, Ashton caught just enough of a piece to make the call. And there's that ace. I do believe is going to slow everything down here. Unless Coach wants to represent the ace. But his opponent didn't bet the king or the queen. And they do both give up. Ashton's pair 8s and take that one down.
So they push already?
And he's going to get that pot. $160 headed his way, of which he won 85 in profit.
11.
Yeah, we are moving on. Don't forget about TX Poker, y'all. Had somebody deposit money just before I got into the booth. Very, very cool. Now, you do have to deposit cash at any of the participating clubs. KoJack's is one of them. CCC is another one. River League in San Angelo is another one. We got all kinds of different games going on. Real great place to play Big O. Not a lot of the online sites offer it. Not a lot of the poker rooms offer it. But we have a Big O table going just about nonstop. So that is one of the main features, or it has become one of the main features of TX Poker. So do make sure to check that out. It is a great old time. Seems like everybody's winning money. 8-6 deuce on the flop. We got 3 hearts. Dulot, the only player with a flush draw. And he has, by the way, returned. 3 of spades on the turn. Dulot now looking for a 4. He could make a straight or any heart to make a 5-high flush. And he is going to make the fold after Coach bets 25. Coach looking for the 5 that Dulot was holding for a straight, but doesn't need to get there. Just bet. Everybody folds. Take it down. Easy game. Megan in the chat. What's going on, Megan? The old Basil. What is it called? The old Basil standby.
Thank you.
Poker so seek. What is that called? Catchphrase. The old Basil catchphrase. Now we are moving on here. Going pretty quick here. I like it. Hand number 11. And I think we've only got 3 net buttons left. Dulot, Scott, and Mike. The only players looking to win a hand, show their hand, and get rid of the sea biscuit. Ashton going to make the call with the king queen. No, raise it up to 25. That makes more sense. And I see 3 kings out there already, 2 jacks out there already. At least 2 9s. Coach making the call. Mike wants to get rid of his biscuit. Calls 25 on the button. He's got the power of position and an ace-high board working in his favor. Ace, 8, 6. Coach with a pair of 8s, Mike with a pair of 6s. Nobody with a pair of aces. And Mike does smooth check. Turn card is an ace. If he ever wanted to bet, represent the ace, now might be the time, but I think Coach is going to stab at it. He's got the pair of 8s. And Mike gets out of there. And so does Ashton. Coach taking down that pot. Easy does it. Megan on Team Coach. I like it. Yeah, let me know in the chat. Sound off. Who you cheering for? Where are you watching from? And what are you eating? I'm hungry again. I didn't eat before the live stream, so I'm going to be thinking about food the whole time, whether I'm talking about it or not. Just know that is in the back of my mind. Still 3 nip buttons out there. Dulot has reloaded, ready to go. And it looks like Brandon is going to make the call for $10. We've got his little straddle out there. Kyle with the ducks, which, by the way, is Luis's favorite hand. Our action tracker extraordinaire. Uh-oh, Mike with the ace-queen and Dulot with the ace-king. Dulot going to 3-bet it to 125. I said the magic words. No, I try to avoid eating on the headset because yeah, it's very painful to the listeners. But Luis is showing me his bag of goodies. He's got all kinds of snacks. He came prepared. I got to do that next time. Hey, Miss Americana in the chat. Let's go, Adrian, rooting for you all day from the Tall City. We love it. We love it. Ashley on Team Dulot. All right, we got Team Dulot, we got Team Coach, and we got Team Adrian. All represented. And Dulot with the ace of spades, Mike with the queen of spades. Neither player with a flush draw anymore. Now the board has shown that 6 of clubs on the turn. And there is a jack on the river. And Mike's going to bet 175 into a pot of 410. Dulot's going to have a hard time calling here, but he does fold face up with the ace-king. Dang, and Mike has got to turn over his hand to get rid of the nip button. Seabiscuit going to the dealer. And that's got to hurt a little bit for Dulot. He was just slightly ahead. No pair, no draw for either player. But ace-king high, a little bit better than ace-queen high. All right, we are moving on to hand number 13. And that puts Mr. Kyle under the gun. Gonna make the call with the 10-9 offsuit. I'll be honest, one of my least favorite hands, especially out of position. Scott making the call with the king-jack, the old house hand. And Brandon with the ace-7 suited. A lot of 7s out once again. When a 7 shows up, many more are sure to follow. That is what I have noticed. Now it's Ashton's turn with the ace-queen. Gonna bet 30. And everybody comes along. Good enough for 5, good enough for 30, I guess. Puts 120 in the middle. 4 players to the flop. 8-8 jack. Scott flopping the best of it with the jack. Kyle not super far behind. He's got the 9-10 up and down straight draw. Gonna need one of those queens. Ashton is already holding one. Kyle thinking about it. And he does check. Brandon gonna check. No hearts out there for him. Scott's gonna bet 125 with top pair. And that should, yeah, that'll get everybody else to fold. Scott, you gotta show it. Get rid of it. Show it. There he goes. Shows the pair of jacks. And that's going to be good. Scott winning 90 bones. The bones are the dollars. All right, everybody, thanks for coming out on this Friday evening. We are about 40 minutes into the live stream. That means we are in real time, coming up on the end of the first hour. We've got about halfway there. Living on a prayer.
Yeah, you're late for the game.
And at the end of that hour, if everybody can get rid of their nip buttons, the sea biscuits, we will not do a horse race. If we have even one remaining, then we'll do at least a $25 horse race. And I think Dulot needs to get rid of his button. He's the only one holding on to it. At least I believe that's what I see right behind his chip stack.
No, she's not.
Adrian with the ace jack is going to raise it up. Team Adrian in the chat, Miss Americana. So far, the best hand we've seen. Dulot with the 8-4. I do see that biscuit right next to his stack. Kyle with the 9-8. Flop comes out with 2 queens. Queen, queen, 5. 2 diamonds as well. Adrian holding the ace of diamonds. Very key card here on this board. And it checks around. 6 of spades on the turn. No help to really anybody. Dulot looking for a 7. But he doesn't want it. That'll give Kyle a higher straight. Instead, it's a 10 of diamonds. Let's see if Adrian wants to bluff at it with the ace of diamonds. Nope, he's just going to turn it over. Checks around. Ace jack high is going to win it. That's the way to do that. And Dulot now holding on to the biscuit, going to keep it safe behind the chip stacks.
They did it.
All right, on to the next hand, number 15. And Brandon with the queen 10, pretty good hand to have in that position. Call it the BB. But I believe that is just under the gun. Dulot now with the ace queen, going to raise it up to 35. Ashton with the king 7 is going to fold, and Kyle comes along. Got position on his opponents. Adrian with the ace jack once again does let it go. Ace jack off suit. Got the ace of spades. Got to go all in, my man. All right, we are off to the flop. Ace queen versus queen 10 versus 5-6. And flop comes out ace king high. 2 diamonds with a deuce in tow. Dulot with top pair. Kyle with the Broadway draw. Dulot betting out 60. It looks like Kyle's piecing together could be a raise. Nope, just a call. It's got out of there. Just didn't quite connect enough. Board was a little bit too high for that 5-6. And there's a 7 on the turn. Scores remain the same. Dulot now with 90% equity. He's going to bet out $70. And Kyle folds. And Dulot's got to show it to get rid of his button. No! Oh, no! Oh, what a bummer. And yeah, you can hear the players going over the rules. Yeah, you got to show your hand, man. That is part of the rules. That's all right. That's all right. You still got time. You still got exactly a half hour to win another pot. Just got to win one more, buddy.
$7.
All right. Now Mr. Scott is under the gun. Graphics call that the BB position. The BB is actually on the button, so I guess it's a button big blind, a triple B. He does have the house hand, the old KJ. Do lot with the 9-8.
Yeah.
I have not today. Like I ate some fruit.
He's going to call the $30. Try and go 2 in a row. This time show his hand. Queen 9 for Brandon.
Just let me. Yeah.
Ace King high once again. This time club variety with a 7 in tow. Scott flopping second pair. He's going to go ahead and represent having at least the king, which he does. Betting $60. Bet $60. Do lots out. Ashton is probably out. A lot of turn cards to improve, but doesn't want to chance it. Would be way behind if he were to make the call. And Scott already with the knit button gone. So he doesn't have to show his hand. We got a little dealer change going on. Don't forget, we are running the high hand jackpot, $1,000 right now. Aces full of kings or better. Got to use both whole cards, but other than that, no pot minimum. You do obviously have to win the pot, and you'll get that jackpot, man. Pretty sweet stuff. That's going up by $100 in just a half an hour.
Because we did a coin flip for 70 apiece. And I accidentally won that. Because I was the lowest in chips. And then we decided to do a 4, 2, and 2. Or a horse race.
All right, dealer change means bomb pot, so we collected $10 from every player. They are all eligible to win this hand. Everybody's going to get 4 cards in their hand.
I'm in no rush.
And 2 boards. Chop pot game most of the time. Sometimes you get a little scooper. Sometimes you go quads, 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 like we did a couple weeks ago. All right. We got all the cards out there, letting them read, letting them simmer, soaking it in. And we are ready for the board. It appears the graphics have popped up. That means we are good. Board number 1, King 10-8. Board number 2, Ace 9-4. A lot of spades out there. Coach holding 1 spade. That's not going to help him out too much. Now, in the PLO game, in general, you got to use 2 from your hand and 3 from the board. In PLO bomb pots, same applies. You got to use 2 from your hand, but they can be any 2 of the 4 for either board. Kyle's going to bet out $20, getting a call from Adrian, Brandon, and Scott, as well as Mike and Ashton, and do lot folds. And Mike holding a lot of spades. But let's see if we can go flush, flush. Nope. King of clubs on the top. Queen of clubs on the bottom. Kyle holding the King 10 boat. King's full of 10s, not the other way around. He does technically have both. He could play either one. Probably going to play the King's full of 10s. Probably. It's a better hand. Why not? And Scott holding the 8s full of kings. And he is going to call 125. I don't see a lot working for him on the other board, though. If he gets a 10, he'll make a straight. So got a gutter ball. Of course, we can see 3 of the 10s are already out there. 9 on the top board and 3 of diamonds on the bottom board. No flushes. I think both players are just playing the top board here. Kyle's going to bet out 450. Now, if anyone can get away from this, Scott can. Let's see if he can find that fold button. $450. You're only playing 1 board. And Kyle's pair of 10s is actually going to be best on the bottom board. Scott really doesn't have anything working for him on the bottom board. Pair of, yeah, pair of 8s beats pair of 3s, so he's got the pair of 8s. And he's going to think about it for a little while, stare at some of our beautiful shiny graphics. And taking his time making the decision. It is not an easy one. He's got bottom boat on the top board, but he does have a boat. Now, if he calls here, in the ultimate best case scenario, he'd be throwing 450 in to chop up the other 450 that's in the pot. 900 total in the pot, including Kyle's $450 bet. And Scott's going to size out the bet, see what it looks like, see what it feels like in the hand. And he is thinking about it, thinking about it, thinking about it. Don't do it, buddy. Don't do it.
Oh, it's everyone.
What?
Is there $20 in the pot? Yeah.
Tapping on him.
I think it's
Knock, knock. And he does push him across the line. Kyle says, I've just got the top board. That's about it. King's full of 10s. But that is going to be enough. So he's using the king 10 on the top board and the 10-10 on the bottom board.
Okay, go ahead.
Hey, appreciate it.
You're ready.
And that's a scooper right there. Kyle picking up a huge $1,350 pot. That is bomb pots for you. You live by the bomb pots, you die by the bomb pots. They do tend to explode in size, much like a bomb does.
One, two.
All right, moving on to the next one. And we're still doing all kinds of very cool promotions, but I got to tell you, we're changing up our flush frenzy for tomorrow. Starting in August, first day, by the way, is tomorrow. We're going to be dropping down from 6-hour windows to 4-hour windows, but guess what? Doesn't have to be an ace-high flush anymore. Doesn't have to go to the river or showdown anymore. So in Hold'em, as long as you get any flush with a $40 pot minimum and you make it to the river using both hole cards, you get credit. You get on the board.
How much is it?
Get 4 of those bad boys, it's a $5,000 jackpot. Winner gets 60% of it. Everybody else at the table playing cash will split up 40% of it. Adrian with the ace-king suited. Put a towering raise right there. Looks like 165. Yep, that's it. Brandon is out of there with the king-queen offsuit. Tight fold, I like it. Very good fold. And the reason that's such a good fold is because a lot of times you'll see the situation play out exactly like we're seeing it right now. Ace-king versus king-queen. You are dominant. Kyle turns over the 6-9. He says, no, no, no. Got my hand in the cookie jar. Can't stand up to a big 3-bet like that.
Yeah, I was also on that 1, 2.
Tony.
It was fun. I mean,
Well, I knew they were talking, just couldn't hear them. Yeah, I got to figure out what's going on with these headsets. I thought we had the fix in, but who knows? Let me click around a little bit. Oh, what is this button? That button didn't change it for me.
that guy went out and they said, okay, that's it.
30 times to clock me out the other night.
We hit the meals.
So we just make my shit 60.
Well, there you go. I'll keep messing around with it. All right, and Dulot now with the 9-8 off suit. Don't let it get you down, buddy. Just win the pot. Couple players holding the ace-10. Both of them with the same club and spade suit, but obviously, you know, reverse cards. Scott with the 6-7. Making the call. Coach coming along with the jack-9. And Mike with the ace-9. That is 3 aces out already. 3 of the 9s. 2 of the 10s. Board's king 6-5. Scott actually, I think, yeah, flopping the best of it with a pair of 6s. See if it holds by the end. 4 comes off on the turn. That does help Scott out. And Dulot with the 8-9 now looking for a 7. I guess was looking for a 7 on the flop. He's going to bet $45. Scott with the 7-6 coming along. He's got the pair. Ever so slightly better than Dulot. Mike folds, coach folds. And the river card, very important. Is it a 7? Nope, it's a jack. And Scott is going to take it down. Let's see if Dulot can bet Scott off. $85. And he folds. Now Dulot shows. That's what I'm talking about. Let's see if I get this right. Yeah. Dulot gets there. Oh, you know what? That wasn't on it. Let's see. There you go. Very nice. And Dulot picks up a good one there. Now we have no nip buttons remaining. Oh, actually, look. Mr. A.A. Ron has joined the table in seat number 5. Unstoppable most hands. Adrian won 4 of them. Dulot, yep, running into the deck. Really just getting cold decked right now, but did pick up the last pot. He's on his way to recovery. Kyle with the pocket 6s. Adrian with a cool chip trick and an ace-9 going into the muck. A.A. Ron, Jack Trey. Mike with a 10 deuce. And flop comes out, Jack 7-5. Brandon's got a lot of cards to help him. That king is not one of them. And he is going to bet $10. Kyle makes the call with his pocket 6s. River card's an 8. Brandon with a better pair than Kyle. Shows the 6s, but Brandon is going to take her down. A.A. Ron coming in with a pretty good stack here. And number 21 already. Love to see that. We got about 15 minutes left on the first hour. Second hour, not only is the knit game going to start over, but we're also doing the high hand jackpot. It's at $1,000 right now. That'll be popping up to $1,100 in about 15 minutes. We're on a 15-minute delay to protect the integrity of the game. Only person that can see the cards in this room is me on this screen. And I'm on a 15-minute delay. I'm watching this in real time, just like you are on Facebook, YouTube, and or Twitch. Our graphics operator can only see the boards, not the whole cards. He's viewing everything in real time. Joseph with a 9 here. And Adrian with the ace-queen. And Mike with the king-queen. Now, A.A. Ron does need a little bit of help. Regardless of what that card is. And the 8 and the 10 in Dulot's hand means no straight flush possibilities for Joseph. But 6, 7, 8 on the flop. Joseph's got the 9, 10. I think we're going to hear from him. No, he's just going to check. Mike with the king, queen. Suited is going to bet $55. Dulot with a pair of 8s. Top pair is going to come along, it looks like. No, he's going to raise it up. 125 is the bet. Adrian's out. Joseph is out. Mike is out, says, I got my hand in the cookie jar. And he shows. Picking up a good-sized pot right there. A little over $300. And Aaron did not have the 9-10, or Joseph Aaron did not have the 9-10. Now, one thing not changing for next month is going to be our tournament calendar. Today is July. Tomorrow is August. But we are still doing the Monday free roll with bomb pots. $2K guaranteed at 6 p.m. Wednesday, we're still doing all bomb pots all the time. $60 entry plus a $100 add-on at the end of Reg, starting at 6 p.m. And tomorrow we're going to be doing the deep stack tournament, 190 plus 10 to get in, so $200. And that will come with an add-on that you can purchase at any time during registration. So get it at the window when you register, get it in the middle of registration period, use it as a second life, or just get it at the regular time at the end of registration. That deep stack has been a lot of fun. Had an overlay last week, but we did have extra house money going into the prize pool. First time we ran it, $72.50 in the prize pool. And the board comes out, Jack 9, 6 with 2 hearts. Coach flopping bottom pair of 6s. And a backdoor flush draw. He's going to bet it out. Dulot wants no part of that. He folds instantly. Coach going to take down a little bit of money. Aaron still with the nip button, still got a Seabiscuit in front of him. He's going to need to win a pot. Shouldn't be too long here before he gets dealt a whopper. And he's still got 15 minutes anyway. Bree dealing heat. Pitching with accuracy and ease. $7-3 for Adrian. Joseph with the ace deuce. This could be the one. Raise it up. Come on, buddy. Raise it up. And he does. $30. Brandon with the ace 5. Folds it. Coach folds it. Dulot coming along with the ace queen. Let's see. Smooth calls. Nope. Does not smooth call. Bets up to $75. And if I'm Joseph, I might come along here. And he decides to. Hey, King 5, 6. One club out there. No pair for Dulot. But he does bet 50. A little down bet. And Joseph can't call. That sounds like a king to me. A good sizing on that C bet right there. And that'll take her down. And number 24 coming at you. We got 10 minutes left on the knit game. Joseph had a small chance to win that last hand. Was behind pre-flop. Was behind post-flop. Did fold when he was behind, so good on him there. But he'll have to start playing real aggressively here. All right, Joseph with the sixes, Scott with the 6-5. Mike with the king 10, gonna raise it up. Dulot coming along with the jack 9, and Adrian with the queen 9. Queen jack 7, 2 diamonds out there. I see 2 hearts in Adrian's hand, but no diamonds anywhere, really. Adrian with top pair. But facing a raise from Dulot. Mike in a real good spot, up and down straight draw. It's a good bet right there. Good raise by Dulot to thin the field. Adrian says, my top pair, no good. He does fold. He was ahead. But we are now heads up after Mike calls the additional 40. Another 7 coming out. If there's 1 7 today, there's going to be more. And an 8 coming off on the river. Dulot's jack is going to be best. Mike checks it. And Dulot not getting too fancy, not going to go for value on a paired board with second pair. Going to turn it over and take down the pot. Adrian would have been best there. 2 players talking about it a little bit. Still clicking around trying to get the Table Talk audio to work. I'm not sure what's going on there. All right, well, still clicking around. We'll see if we can't get it sorted by the end of the stream. See what happens. Flop comes out, ace, ace, 6. Joseph with trips. This is his opportunity. Come on. And he's even facing a bet here. Adrian betting out $15. Joseph snap calling. And I thought it was Kyle that bet, but I could be wrong. Nope, it was Kyle. We'll have the graphics catch back up here. And Kyle has slightly better ace, but with the board the way that it is, it's going to go chop chop. And there you go. He gets it. Shows his hand, gets rid of the biscuit. And that is going to be the end of the knit game for the first 2 hours. Sorry, first 1 hour. Entering the second hour right now. And letting the graphics catch up. It's not an easy job here doing the buttons, clicking around. Either way, we saw Joseph Aaron stacking up chips. Scott going to raise it up 15 with the ace 10. Everybody else coming along here. We got the 10-5 of clubs, flopping a flush draw. Brandon wants precisely 1 more club to come off. Otherwise, Scott's going to take down that pot. And Scott checks. Dulot with a pair of 6s, checks. Joseph checks. Brandon checks. Turn card's a jack. Scott firing away with the flush draw. I'm sorry, the Broadway draw here. And Joseph making the call with the pair of jacks, the newfound pair. See if Brandon wants to chase, and he does. Going to look for one club to come off. And the river card is a king of clubs. Brandon gets there. And it is precisely one club. And Scott thinking about how much to bet. Settles on $100. And he did make Broadway, but not going to be good up against Brandon's flush. Oh, and Joseph raises to 300 with just the pair of jacks. What is this? Brandon with a 10 high flush is going to have a really, really tough decision to make. So many draws came home with that king, including his own. What an aggressive bet by Joseph, and I think it might work. 10 high flush. We already saw a 10 high flush lose to a jack high flush at the beginning of this stream. If Brandon can find a call here, it will be extremely profitable. He does. Scott with Broadway. Oh, man, what a disgusting spot. Very aggressive bluff by Joseph, and it almost worked. I think it might be good enough to get Scott to fold, but really only because he's got a caller in front of him. Yeah, with that ace of clubs, you know, Broadway is a lot stronger there. But the flush does hold up. And Brandon going to scoop down a big old pot right there. Joseph trying really hard to laugh it off. Yeah, that was a pretty well-timed play. It almost worked. Playing a little dangerous. And Brandon profits from it. Scott, pat yourself on the back, my friend. Good size for that bet. Kind of almost a blocker bet there. I don't know. I am commentating the live stream for one very specific reason. If I was Scott, I would not have backed down. I would have raised all in there probably with the ace of clubs in my hand. No, that's why Scott does it better than me. Scott, an infinite number of tournament cashes more than me. Infinite number of cash game cashes more than me. So, you know what? I'll stick to my day job. I'll stay back here. And Dulac going to raise it up to $45 with the ace jack. Joseph with the queen 5. Mike with the 10-9. Brandon out of there, not going for 2 in a row. Scott with the house hand, the old KJ. Going to make the call. And just like that, we are 4 ways to the flop. At $45 a piece. And that flop is 10-6-4 Rainbow. Mike with top pair here. And he is going to bet $75. Do a lot with the snap call, I thought. Yep. And Joseph probably getting out of there. Scott might want to peel a card, but he does not. Turn card's a deuce of clubs. Mike making the check to the snap caller, Dulot, who does put in a bet of $100, it looks like. And with the single chip call, Mike is coming along for one more card. And it is a queen. Mike thinking about does the overcard help him more than his opponent? He does check. Dulot's going to bet 225. And Mike with a big decision to make. Top pair got all the way to the river. No real draws came home. Turn card brought in a backdoor flush draw. Mike holding the 10 of clubs, but he does let it go. 225, a stout bet. Dulot quick to fold. Doesn't want to show that one. I don't blame him. Miss Americana saying, my heart was racing. Go Scott for not folding. Yeah, I know. What a crazy, crazy hand.
You deal as many. With the lead game, it is at the end of the hour.
That was a wild, wild hand. That one that Scott was in.
Yeah, at the end of the hour. So at 8.
Some of the largest pots. 1640, the biggest one so far. 2 4-figure pots, 2 3-figure pots. We got to bump those numbers up. And we have officially entered the second hour of the stream. That means the high hand for hour 2 is up to $1,100 for that. 1100. And Dulot with the ace king of spades. Ashton with the queen 8 out of there. Kyle with the king queen. Brandon with pocket 5s. And we're going to be 3 ways to this flop here. $40 a piece. Total pot 125. 2 aces out there. How's that for Dulot? Dulot, a rocky start to the stream by no fault of his own. Really just couldn't catch a whole lot of cards. Got coolered right off the rip. But now he's making up for lost time. And I believe he's almost even. And he's going to bet just $25. Screams value. 7 on the turn. That's going to get everybody to come along. Got a couple of fish on the line. River card is a 10 of diamonds. No flushes. Dulot's going to bet $100 trying to look like he's buying the pot. Good half pot size bet. Brandon with the pocket 5s. Great bluff catching hand. But decides it's not a bluff. And Dulot does show the ace king that time. Top trips, top kicker. Got a set of trips right there. Coach, 100 luck. I gotta figure out the formula for this chart. I am not exactly positive what that is, but I do like it. Dulot down to 0 luck, but has won a lot of pots. I guess I'm sure the formula has something to do with betting when you're behind and getting there by the river. I don't know. I'm going to call up RF Poker and see exactly what they're talking about here. Either way, pretty interesting chart. I like what it decides. Scott, 31 luck. Adrian, right down the middle, 57 points. Ashton, you got a spec in there, man. 9 points, not going to do it. I say stay in the double digits. Let's see if I can do this real quick. I want to add up all of the luck numbers. And the total is 378, in case anybody's curious. Was wondering if it was maybe out of, an even 100 or something. But nope, doesn't appear to be. Just, setting up 378 and dividing that by a couple of players. Who knows? And we got a new dealer in the box. That means we have officially started the new bomb pot. And we have officially started the new hour of the knit game. Everybody's got a new sea biscuit. Everybody's got to win a hand. Top board, Ace King 9. Rainbow board on that one. Bottom board is 10-6-5 with 2 hearts. Do a lot with the AJ. Top pair, top board. Adrian also with the AJ. Double suited. It's got a heart draw to go along with it. And Coach with the AJ. Of spades this time. 3 of clubs on the top, 3 of spades on the bottom. And Joseph blank queen 4-4. And Brandon is going to bet $50. He's got the queen high heart draw on the bottom board. Not really anything going on the top board. Scott with the king 9, 6-5. 2 pair on the bottom board. And 2 pair on the top board. Gonna make the call. And it looks like everybody else is folding. Yep, we're heads up here. More than likely going to be a chop, 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 chopper-roner. And a 7 on the top, 10 on the bottom. Seals the chop it up. Hearts don't come home. Scott's 2 pair is going to be best on one of the boards. Brandon's straight going to be better on the other. And check, check, chop, chop. Now, bomb pots do not count in the knit game. So biscuits remain in place. Hold your biscuits. And Jason the dealer just chopping her up, handing out the pot.
Well, I had the pair, so my bad cards couldn't even straighten out or anything. I was like queen 6, 3, nothing.
And we are moving on to hand number 30 already. And don't forget about that new deep stack tournament that we got starting up tomorrow. And you've got 1 night left for the 50K 0 entry free roll qualifier. August 8th is the next one for us here in KoJack's. August 9th for the River and for Celebrity. If you play more than 20 hours, you are eligible. You got a seat into that game. We'll have to see who makes it at the end of the night. We're not going till midnight tonight. We're going till the close of business tonight. So once the last game breaks, you'll be able to know where you stand. We'll publish that list. We'll start putting out phone calls, text messages, letting everybody know if you are eligible or not, just reminding you. Most players have a pretty good handle on it, but just in case you slip through the cracks, we're here to help. Kyle with the queen 10 and Scott with the ace 4 of spades. Scott's got to go all in here. He's got the ace of spades. The book says do that. Always go all in when you see the ace of spades. What could possibly go wrong? Scott elects to just call instead. And do a lot with the old Dolly Parton, the old 9 to 5. Board comes out queen high, queen deuce 4. Kyle with top pair. Scott with bottom pair. Second bottom pair. And Dulot is going to bet out here. Keep up the aggression. I like his very aggressive play. But not going to thin the field. No, okay, it does. It does thin the field a tiny bit. We're heads up. Dulot, unfortunately, 0 outs. And that king not changing anything. Would have given Scott the flush draw. Dulot betting $100. Scott coming along. I'm sorry, Kyle coming along.
Check. You good? I was hoping. You don't make it easy.
And the flush would have got there.
Oh no, trust me, dude. With this ticker, sitting here between the dip and you, I'm in for.
But Kyle, he's got to take down that pot.
To my kids.
But you're burning extra calories. That's healthy.
Whew, oh, I'm telling you.
Your heart rate's up.
And every time I come in, they bring donuts, and you're sitting there, you're like, dude, what are you doing? And I would never
Kyle is
go
$260 richer after scooping that $455 pot.
My wife and kids be at home. And, she's a stay-at-home mom. And I'll be at home for days off.
I'm sorry. If I want to win, you snap call.
Snap call.
There's a king. There's a flush there.
Well, I mean, I knew I had you on the flop. The king I did not like because I thought you might have like a king deuce, king five suited something.
King, yeah.
If you snap call, I'm probably folding because
too many.
Because there was.
All right, Kyle now looks down at the ace eight. Oh, everybody, a couple of people got 3 cards. Missed deal. Doesn't happen too often, but every once in a while.
Snap calling 1,200 for 2.
I tried to.
I can't. Even if
It hasn't been PLO in here
because the move's so strong, right? That I know that you got nothing of that. And I'm sitting there and I was like, I still got a 10 kicker. Even if he's bluffing with the best hand, right? You got queen jack and you don't think you're winning with a king out there.
All right, now we got things corrected. We are ready to go.
I know. Dulot's like, did I hit that at all?
All right, what else we got here? Ace king for Kyle. That's a nice misdeal for him. See if he can go 2 in a row. Adrian with the 5 tray suited. The Charlie special.
But of course, I'd already folded, so it didn't.
Brandon with the jack 9. Scott with the queen 8. Coach with the queen jack.
Jack's so low. But now, it's unique because now I'm playing conservative.
Oh yeah.
No, bet your own hand.
With a good hand.
And Mike coming along with the 10-8. I guess pot odds. Ace 9-4 on the board. Brandon flopping a pair of 9s. No aces in anybody's hand. Kyle's going to bet the ace king, the big slick. He does have an ace in his hand. He's the one.
That'll build up the pot now. I can't lose more later. You know?
Brandon's going to call. With the pair of 9s, the backdoor flush draw. Kyle also with the backdoor flush draw. Dulot coming along with the pair of 7s, a non-believer. Turn card's a queen. Offsuit, completing the rainbow. There's only one suit that would have been offsuit, and that queen is it. Kyle's betting 30. Brandon's out of there. Dulot's out of there. Kyle just shows the ace. Already got rid of his knit button, so he doesn't need to show any more cards than that. Didn't even need to show that one, but chose to. Very strategically, tactically. We're playing some tactical games here. And there is Mr. Dawson, floor extraordinaire. Some of the play styles show Dulot all the way up to the right. I like that. Hot shot, biggest pot won. Kyle, 1.4K. Coach, according to the other graphic, 0 luck. Or was it 100 luck? I can't remember now. But it appears that there is a discrepancy between the luck slider and the luck points. We'll get to the bottom of that one of these days. We will investigate. Scooby-Doo time. Brandon with the ace 6, Scott with the deuce deuce, Coach with the queen 3, and Dulot with the house hand this time. Looks like all players coming along for the $10. We had a straddle. Yep. 889 on the board. Rainbow board once again. I don't know how everybody just completely misses, completely whiffs. But that is what appears to have happened.
That's still kind of messed up.
A 10 on the turn does help Kyle out. He's got a pair of 10s now.
Wasn't you raking a pot when I walked in?
It was Coach 100, Dulot 0 on the luck scale. Thank you for that, Miss Americana. But he wasn't all the way up on the luck slider. If you saw that, it was just in the green. And he was the luckiest, but it wasn't all the way up. Dulot calling with the jack, trying to get to a straight, but did not get there. Kyle's pair of 10s is going to be best. And he shows the 10. A gentleman.
From all of us, we're gonna have to pick it up soon.
Well, I'm trying to play small ball poker. You know, if I can keep it under 50, 60.
Coach 100,
Somehow put in
but not all the way up on the luck slider. We're going to figure it out. I think there has to be two different formulas.
How many times seen it? But I'm saying the first person under the gun makes 65, then the first guy.
My wheels are turning. The noggin is jogging right now.
Don't get me wrong, I love it. I love it, but you do not see that anywhere but West Texas.
All right, hand number 33. In real time, we are halfway through the second hour, but of course on delay time. We've only been 15 minutes, so that means we got 45 minutes left for everybody except for Kyle to get rid of their nip buttons. Kyle's just been running over the first 15 minutes of this hour. And Mike going to stand up to him with a limp in the 6-4 suited. Ashton with a suited king raising it up here. Kyle going for a million hands in a row. Going to make the call. And here we go. 4 players to the flop. It is a monotone board once again. King 8-5 all clurbs. Mike looking for a 7, but still not going to feel great about it. Dulot with top pair, but still not going to feel great about it. Ashton betting out. He's got a pair of kings. Precisely 0 black cards in his hand. All diamonds. Turn cards a 3. Both players with a pair of kings, but the kicker does play for Dulot right now, and will play, regardless of the river card. Ashton, his kicker is a pair, so he is doing a little bit better, and he's going to bet out pretty strong. 185. And Dulot says, I better let this go. And he does. Ashton shows a better king. You see Dulot congratulating his opponent and giving him a little fist bump. Says, whoo. Reminds me of that scene from American Psycho when he's twirling the toothpick in his hand. He goes, It's a very popular meme if you're on those internet streets. But Ashton now, the only other player aside from Kyle to get rid of his nip button so far. Still got plenty of time left. Still got plenty of time left. Hand number 34. Ace 4 for Joseph. Gonna throw in a limp. Just putting in a call and chip. Scott's out of there. Coach is in there. Mike is in there. Starting things small until it gets around to Ashton, who pops it up to 25. Coach with the 9-8 does decide to make a raise. A limp 3-bet. Coach 100 luck. Gonna 3-bet this to 175. That might get Ashton out of here with the Queen 7 suited. That's gonna be a real tough call. And Joseph gonna peek and make sure his cards are still the same. Yep, they are. He's done. And Coach not only gets the dead money, he gets rid of his knit button. Seabiscuit. Going back to the dealer. What a great play by Coach. A little limp shove action.
Nice fucking steal.
Absolute air as well. That's pretty good.
You raise more with that.
You don't see that too often. You can only get away with that once a session, maybe. Yeah, see what I'm talking about? The luck box slider. Dulot 0 luck. Yeah, his slider's all the way down, but Coach's luck should be higher than the There it is, the luck distribution. I don't know. Something's fishy. Something strange is afoot. I get in there. I'm going to hack into the mainframe and discover the algorithm that they use to calculate the properties of the luck. Tried to throw a couple of big words in there, make it seem like I know what I'm talking about. I really don't.
I'll put you in.
A surprise to absolutely no one.
You're playing.
8-5 for the top.
I'll call.
And Joseph with the ace
I wanna
10.
see your cards to put chips in, I assure you.
Gonna come along for 40.
I play blind
Got the ace of spades. Maybe should have gone all in. He's got the button as well. Scott with the 8 tray suited. Piecing together a call. Puts it in the middle. Coach with the bow wow. The K9 does not want to see a flop. He folds. Mike with the ace quisha coming along too. And flop comes out. 9-8-6. Top pair for Dulot. 0 luck. Flop's top pair. Suspicious. There's a rainbow board, so 1 spade for Joseph and 1 heart for Scott. Dulot thinking about his options here. And he is going to bet $75.
Yeah.
Good, well-timed bet. Oh, until the ace comes on the turn. Now Joseph looking for a 7 or a clean run out.
So raise to 30.
Actually, he doesn't want a 7. No, 7 would be a chop pot.
All right.
Joseph's going to slide out $100 plus $100, $275 right there.
Jesus, nobody wants to play with that.
And Dulot, no longer top pair, but does have the straight draw.
Well, did.
I made you $8.
Is going to make the call. Eyeing his opponent up. Look at the stare down. And the river card's a king of diamonds, bringing home the backdoor flush. Dulot checks. Joseph all in. Look at that tower of chips.
Yeah, I got it.
I like those graphics a lot.
310, 310, 315.
Even numbers.
Dulot for 180 more.
But the even, you'd have to take.
Pot is over $1,000.
He's got 310.
And he's got a pair of 9s. But he's only got a pair of 9s. But he does have a pair of 9s. And he's been reduced to an absolute bluff catcher here. Joseph, of course, as we can see, does have the better hand. Was caught bluffing earlier. Strong bluff. Almost worked. Dulot's got to wonder, is he capitalizing on that image? Is he going to get paid here from me, or is he bluffing again?
Nice, coach.
315 is the bet. So Dulot's going to have to... Yep, he does fold. He would have had to call off about a third of his stack in order to potentially win a little over $1,000. But Joseph is going to take it down instead. And he does surrender his nip button after showing his hand. Says, no, I had a 10 there. I mean, I had an ace there.
Well, I had a pair and a gut shot too.
And that is pretty good.
So I'm like, it is expensive to call, but if I fucking hit it, I'm taking all those chips. You gotta pay to play, you know?
So it's a good read. It's a good read, but he's only off by a little bit. He knew he could do a lot, but it was still just a little bit better, right? Yeah, that's where I fall into it. I know that they don't.
All right, total tank time. Scott in the tank for just under 10 minutes. Dulot in the tank for about 9.5. That is a pretty decent amount of time right there. Coach with the ace-10, no button after limp shoving. Or limp 3-betting, rather. Joseph's out of there with the mystery hand. Brandon with the pocket nines. Come on, make something happen. There he goes. Throws in the $35 call. Scott coming along too. Got an offsuit ace-7. Out of position. And flop comes out ace high, ace, king, deuce, 2 hearts. Coach's ace is best here. And coach is betting $80. Brandon folds. Scott, top pair, gonna come along. All right, turn card is a 4 of diamonds. See, I bet Scott checks here. And I bet coach bets here.
Oh, look at you waiting. Such a gentleman. I saw you getting ready to pony back up to the table, and he goes, no.
And does not decide to pot control. He just throws in a $100 black chip.
Thank you, sir.
That'll be good enough for Scott to come along. River card's a queen. Inconsequential. Jack 10 comes home. That's about it. And check, check. Coach going to take her down. Kicker plays. Scott trying to get rid of his button, but couldn't do it right there. And we are on to the next. Yeah, don't forget about our tournament schedule. If you like playing tournaments a little bit more than cash games, then come check us out. Tomorrow is the $3,000 guaranteed deep stack tournament starting at 3 p.m. $190 to get in, plus 10 if you want some bonus chips. And there's a $100 add-on that you can get at any time during registration. Sunday, if playing stacks is more your thing, come out and check out the bounty tournament. $65 to get in, plus 10 if you want bonus chips on that one. Every player you knock out gives you a $25 bounty. Yeah, Mike throwing out a $25 chip. I believe that is just a call. The 7-6 offsuit. Yeah, $10 call for the straddle, a.k.a. strudel. Dulot with the queen jack suited. Ashton with the 5-6 suited. Adrian now with the rockets. First time we've seen pocket rockets. The American Airlines. A black ace and a red ace. Now he's got the ace of spades. Should go all in, but I think he elects for a smaller bet than that. Looks like 180. Ooh, 155.
Can I get a Dr. Pepper, please, sir?
And that'll get a good couple of folds. Not from Dulot. Now, book says 5-6 suited is a 4-bet some of the time.
Oh, I don't like it.
But Ashton plays it cool, doesn't do that.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
And he would be walking into it if he did 4-bet. That would give Adrian, all jokes aside about the ace of spades, that would give him ample opportunity to shove over the top. Flop comes out 10-7-7, 2 spades.
Like some of those turn of the century, like
Dulot needs just one more spade to have the best hand here. He's going to check.
you know what I mean? Just get a quick view of the board.
Ashton's going to check. There it is. And Adrian likely to fire away here. Thinking about his options. What size does he go with? 490 in the middle. Got 2 callers. Odds that one of them has a 10, pretty good. Odds that one of them have a 7, not so great. Adrian going to go for, it looks like 300 or 275. And that'll get a fold from Ashton. But Dulot going to chase down the flush draw here.
Good luck, guys.
Turns his hand over. Dulot all in. Snap call from Adrian. That's what it was. They're going to run it twice. Top board counts for the nit game. Both players need to get rid of their buttons. One of them will. King of spades on the turn right there. Oh, no. And another deuce of spades. Dulot burning 2 of his flush outs. 9 of clubs. And a 5 of hearts. Dulot almost swept. Oh, and the ace of spades for Adrian does get him the flush. Dulot out. I was making jokes about the ace of spades, but when it was important, I forgot it. Yikes. Adrian getting almost a full double up there. Goodness. What a run out. Ah, that is just gross. Dulot feeling really good on that top turn, but feeling really bad on the bottom turn. And then could not hit another spade for the bottom, the second run out. That 9 actually did help him, though. Put him up and down. Always a sweat. It is always a sweat. I'll tell you that much. And Dulot taking a walk after shaking hands. I do not know if he's going to be returning. Really had a tough run of it. Playing really, really well. Got himself involved in some pretty good spots. And Miss Americana, yeah. On Team Adrian, pocket aces, let's go. And we got another dealer change coming up. Coach still 100 luck. Now Mike down to 0 luck. I wonder if the total is the same. Let me see if I can add them up again. 378 was the total last time. Nope, now it's 308. Make that make sense. Okay. If I divide 378 by 9, I get 42. And if I divide 308 by 8, I get 38.5. These are meaningless numbers, in case you're keeping up with me. Get a pen and paper ready to go next time we see that luck graphic. Maybe we can work through this together. I have no idea what's going on with that thing. But I do know we are off to another bomb pot.
The last time we played him, there was a guy who played who had he took 17 minutes to make a decision.
Against him?
Yeah.
It was checked to him on the river.
Are you in a tournament?
Chris had to call the clock on him. Yeah. Because one of the players waiting on the guy to make the decision, he got up. He's like, clock me out, I'm done. I'm not playing too slow. Anyways, he would go crazy. And 4 cards.
All right, 10-5-3 on the top board, 2 spades, and 10-10-7 on the bottom board. There is 1 10 left in the deck. That is a valuable card on this particular run out. We got Mr. Zach in the box, dealing it up, dealing heat. And we got the queen high flush versus the king high flush draw. Five on the turn, 3 on the turn. Who's got 5-3? Nobody's got 5-3 in their hands, but I do see Scott with a 5 and a 6-8. Nobody holding a 10, it appears. Brandon with pocket 9s, Joseph with pocket jacks. King high flush draw. Scott, pretty good hand there. Let's see if he wants to come along here. Sure enough, does throw in a call. Ashton's pocket kings are getting out of there. Kyle's out of there too. 6-4 deuce. Pretty good fold, but on that paired board, you never feel good. Ooh, turn card is a 3. on the top and a 6 of hearts on the bottom, bringing home the heart draw. Spade draw, no good. And they are going to go chop, chop, chop-a-roner. Pocket jacks for Joseph on the top. Scott with a pair of trip 5, set of 5s, set of trips, 5s. And there you go. Chop, chop, chop. Chop-a-roners. Got about a half hour left on this hour of the knit game. And still a lot of biscuits out there. Scott has one of them. I do think the best dressed award goes to Mike in seat 9. Very, very James Bond. Shaken, not stirred right there. And I think, no, I have a pair of socks that have martinis on them. I think that's a lot of fun. Drink a martini every once in a while. Every once in a while. Don't like them too dirty. But I do like the gin martinis better than the vodka martinis. That is one thing about me. If you ever see me at a bar and want to buy me a martini, now you know. Just saying, now you know. I don't know when that's going to happen, but you know what? At least we're all prepared. All right, Mr. Coach on the button here, and it looks like we got a under the gun raise from Mike. $30 to go just right away with the ace-king suited. Ashton making the fold, Kyle making the fold. Everybody folds around. Pretty strong bet from under the gun, and even Coach with the 10-4 just can't do anything about it. All Mike has to do is show the hand, and he gets rid of the button. Doesn't make a whole lot of money, but doesn't have to pay in the $25 for the horse race at the end of the hour. And my graphics do only show 2 buttons left. I have a feeling that can't be right. But I guess it might be Ashton. I don't see a button over there. Kyle, of course, no button. Adrian won that hand with the pocket aces. I think Joseph won a hand. Brandon has yet to win one. Scott has yet to win one. Coach picked one up, and Mike got rid of his button. I guess the graphics are right. Only 2 left and a half hour to do it. 20 minutes. Now Kyle with the ace-king suited. And he's just going to call the straddle, not raising it up to 30. And look what a difference that makes. Almost everybody coming along here. Brandon with the 10-7 suited. Queen 8 for Scott. 8-6 for Coach. A tray for Mike. This time the diamond variety. Flop comes out 9-9-8. 989 Studios. Who remembers that? Ashton flopping a set of trips. But Scott's going to lead out with a pair of 8s. A better pair of 8s than Coach has. Let's see if Coach wants to come along. Sure does. And Joseph with a better set of trips than Ashton has. At 989 Studios. I haven't thought of that in a million years. I don't know if anybody remembers the snowboarding games for PlayStation. They were pretty cool. Pretty cool. Just saying. Ashton's going to raise it up here. And, of course, Joseph makes the call. And I think there's a lot of opportunities here. Any card higher than a 7. Or an 8. Turn card's a jack. A lot of opportunities here. Both players playing 9-9-9-8 jack right now. And Ashton's going to check. He's slowing down a little bit after the jack. Let's see. Expect Joseph to bet here. And he's going to have to bet very big. I think both players pretty much know that they're up against another 9. The only question is the kicker. And neither kicker is very good. In fact, at this point, neither kicker plays. Joseph betting 225. A little less than half pot. Ashton really thinking about it here. Set of trip 9s. Pretty strong to have. But if he's up against 9-8 or 9-jack, he is drawing dead. And it looks like he does just make the call, proceeding with caution. And the river card seals up the chop, the deuce. And they both show the 9s, the set of trips. Be a little chopper-roners there. Both players winning a profit of $35. No sense in betting on the river.
Yeah, I'm like, fuck, just pair the board either way, I don't care, so I gotta just call it off.
And Mr. Zach going to stack up that pot. And split it up. Remember, we are on hour 2, so aces full of kings or better. Got to use both hole cards. Doesn't have to be flopped and hold 'em.
Hand 46 got kind of weird because Ray just got in, but I was able to catch up.
Nice. Nice. And we still got 2 knit buttons left. Scott, you are the knit. Brandon, you are the knit. I'm just kidding. As of now. Come up with a new game for that. It's not exactly the knit game, is it?
I like to give everybody else a shot.
All right, we are winding down the second hour. We got about 15 minutes left for those 2 players to get rid of their buttons. The sea biscuits, as it were. And now look at this. Adrian and Joseph both with 9s again. Joseph, I think almost the exact same hand as he had previously. Was 9-7 offsuit. He's upgraded to the 9-7 of clubs.
Did you give him a cookie, a biscuit to
And Jack 8-4 on the board here. Adrian with an 8. Another 8 on the turn. Now it's Adrian's turn to have a set of trips. Joseph is staring down the barrel here. And a 5 of hearts comes off. Adrian with the set of trips is going to be good. He's got 3 8s in his hand, and he's going to bet a $65. A little over the pot. Joseph just can't call there. Just missed out on his draws. If that 5 had come instead of the 8, if they were in reverse order, it would have been a little more fireworks, you know. And Adrian, always a sportsmanly player. And Mr. Mike Martini coming back on in. That's a cool shirt, man. Very cool shirt. All right, dealing out hand number 42. Mike so far throwing the party, needs to catch up a little bit, but he's got plenty of time. 445 down. That is just an average pot at this game. Joseph with the Jack 8 suited. Brandon with the Ace 4 offsuit. Kyle with the Jack 5. Adrian with the Ace Jack. All right, Ace Jack versus Jack 8. Flop comes out Ace high. Adrian likely to bet here. Joseph likely to fold here. Pop. And
unsuited.
Pop.
mentality,
There it goes.
Which is actually an improvement for the hands I usually get.
Nobody getting frisky on that one.
Jackson.
And that's it for hand number 43. 42, I mean. Now hand 43 coming up.
Big hand kind of excited me. I wanted to see.
And we are headed to the last hour of the live stream, everybody. Thanks for checking us out. It has been a fun 2 hours. Hope y'all are having a good time. Hey, Dakota in the chat saying, what's up? How's the action today? It is staggering. Saw a couple of suckouts, saw a couple of luck boxes, saw a couple of huge pots, saw a couple of bluffs, some of which got through, some of which got called. Joseph now with the 7 deuce, rubbing him on the scanner. Brandon with the pocket jacks needs to get rid of his button. Scott with the king 10 needs to get rid of his button. Both players in for 10. Ashton just making the call. Kyle just making the call. Well, let's see it. This is a family pot. Everybody except Coach. Looks like a family pot. Thereabouts, where West Texas heads up. And the board comes out ace 5-3. Charlie would be so happy right now. Kyle with top pair. Brandon with the pocket jacks is in a little bit of trouble, but he's going to bet 25. Scott with the king 10 out of there. Coach with the 8 tray folds. Mike with the K tray. Pair of threes. Senses a little bit of weakness, I think. Senses enough weakness to call with bottom pair. Ashton's out of there. And it looks like Kyle and Adrian both call. Adrian with bottom pair as well. Kyle with the ace. Just going to see what happens here on this turn. Is it a jack? Come on, Jack. Nope, it's a deuce. Nobody holding a 4. Brandon is going to check now that the straight comes home. Mike's going to check, and Kyle is throwing out a decent bet, $50. That's what you call a milk bet. Trying to milk the money out of the players. Brandon throws his hand in the muck, and Mike with the pair of threes is going to come along. See if he decides to turn that into a bluff on this river card. And he does go all in. Kyle put to the test. Great play by Mike. Wow. I think this is going to work. I really can't see Kyle calling here with the pair of aces. Too much of a connected board, and he does toss it in the middle. Mike gets one through. Excellent move, Mike. $295 in profits. Going to go a long way to catching back up. In fact, I think he's almost there. I think he might only be down 20 bucks. No, 200 bucks. Very close, though. Coming back. I like it. Plays like that. That is how you make the bread. All right, now Scott and Brandon, you got about 10 minutes left to get rid of that baton. The old Seabiscuit is strong right now.
Yeah, that's all. Hand 49 is kind of mess up towards right. Tighter in here, but I know it's struggle.
All right, Scott with the pocket kings.
No, mine have been real bad.
Joseph with the ace 8 on the button is going to make the call. And Brandon coming along with the 10-7 needs to make something happen, but I think this might be Scott's pot. At least based on the hands as they are now. Top pair for Brandon. Not going to be great. Joseph got the up and down straight draw. Scott with the overpair. Just shoves all in. Says, give it to me now.
Good luck, Scotty.
There's a deuce on the board. Watch out. Did you watch? No, it happened. No, it happened to me.
Joseph now with the decision to make. Ace could help him out. Any 9 or 4 could help him out. And actually, the equity split right now shows Joseph ahead if Brandon were to call and Joseph were to call, obviously. A rainbow board.
No. I'm just messing with you because he just said he was the deuce guy.
Joseph thinking, did Scott flop a set? Pretty clear he's got at least a set, if not an overpair.
And the worst part was I had the ace.
And he is going to make the call. No, not yet. He's going to pull out some chips
If it was 6 cards.
and think about making the call. Joseph on the button.
I had a bunch of those nice looking ones, and then the board would double pair, so you still ended up with like 7 high or something. You're like, Jesus.
Is going to call. Brandon cannot here. It's a tough spot here. This is one of those fold and move on spots. You got top pair, but on a board like that, pretty scary. So he does make the fold. And I think they say one time. Burns out. Turn comes another 6. And another 6. Scott's boated up. 6 is full of kings. And Joseph with a good couple of outs there. Just really couldn't get it there.
I figured it was like queens or jacks or something. Open in with an ace. Fuck it, I'm calling.
And Scott gets rid of the button, shows the pocket kings, and now there is only one left. And guess what? Brandon's got both buttons. He's got the position button and the knit button, a.k.a. the sea biscuit.
What is y'all talking about this hand?
Aces full of kings or better. That's what I said on that first hand when you had when there's 2 aces and a king come on the turn. I'm like,
And Brandon now,
king, you win 1,000. Yeah.
the last one with the knit button.
Yeah.
It folded 4, so I paid the
But like I mentioned, he's on the button here. Got the position button.
3 boards and still didn't come up.
And he's going to look at his cards. Let's see.
Jesus.
He's got this hand and maybe 2 more
25
Well, tell him to come
to make something happen. Got a bunch of chips in there. Mike with the jack 9 limping on in. Ashton with the 9 deuce, making a fold. Adrian with the queen jack. Joseph with the king jack. And Brandon with the 10 deuce. Come on. Now, this is a different Brandon Brunson. He doesn't have the cowboy hat on.
Running for 1,000. I had like 600 in front of me, and then all the other stacks were big, so I added on 700 and 1,700 cashed out.
All right. And Mike with the jack 9. The queen jack for Adrian. And an 8 doesn't really change too much. Mike with the top pair, still going to take it down. Adrian is going to fire at it, I think. Yep, $100. And Mike's going to show. He makes the call.
Because I forgot that he just beat me with it. I should have called.
There he is. He is caught up now. He is in the green officially.
I'm not playing this, and then I saw that flop, and I went, oh my god, I just totally missed a golden.
And you can't blame Adrian for trying there. That was a good try. Valiant effort. And we got Mr. Ray showing up here on the table. Love to see it. And we got 5 minutes left. Mr. Brandon still in great position here. Could use that to his advantage, try and get rid of the button.
Next time it will be aces. Or kings or queens.
All right, Mr. Scott is on the official button. Coach throwing out a $10 straddle. A strudel, if you will. Ashton with the queen 4. And Ray is going to play the hand here, even though he's not entered into the system. We'll have to guess what he's got. And it looks like Coach is going to make the come along, making a call. 35 is the bet.
Give me 1 second before you throw the flop.
And it looks like Kyle is the one raising, or Adrian. And we're just trying to get Ray entered into the system here. So that his cards can be read. There it is, 9-8 offsuit.
Absolute worst. Like, that is cold.
And I think 35 is the bet. That's right. Kyle with the ace-queen suited. There we go. Graphics have caught up. Ace-9-7 on the board. Top pair for Kyle. Coach is going to check. 2 hearts out there. Pair of 9s for Ray. He's going to check. Ashton makes the fold. And Kyle betting out. That's going to get Coach to fold. I think Ray's out of there too. Yep. And Kyle shows the ace-queen. And we are on to the next one, hand number 47.
You know how weird it felt to raise? I was like, dude, am I doing this right? Everybody insta-folded.
All right, Mr. Brandon, this is the final hand. Let's see if he can get rid of it on this one.
Of course, there was 2 hearts out there, and I had neither.
Zach dealing up heat, dealing that lightning. Ray making the fold, Ashton making the fold, 10 deuce out of there, 6-5 out of there. Kyle with the ace-8 suited, coming along for 10. Joseph with a blank card and an ace of diamonds, and Brandon is out of there. If this hand takes more than 2 minutes, unfortunately, he is going to have to pay the nit tax, $25 to a horse race, but he's got a chance to make his money back.
You got to show your hand.
And Joseph raising it up to $30 with his ace. I wonder if there's an 8 or a queen under there. Kyle flopping a pair of 8s. He's going to check. Joseph keeping up the aggression, betting another $30. Should get Coach out of there. Hey, I meant to. What's in, my man? Yeah, I saw you come in earlier. Got you checked in, man. Hope that Civic SI is running nice. Says he got a little practice in for tomorrow. That deep stack is going to be a lot of fun. Yeah, I'll have to see what I'm doing tomorrow. I might come by, try it out. Oh, Joseph with another ace under there. Facing a 3-bet. Coach raising it up to 80. I thought Coach would fold, but he did not. Joseph makes the call. Heads up, another ace on the turn. Set of trips. Joseph going to check to the aggressor and see if Coach wants to bet a little more at it. He doesn't. He checks. It's a 4 diamonds on the river. Joseph with a little head tilt there. Looking down, thinking about it. And I think sometimes that can be ruled a check. And he does check.
Oh, no. That was no bluff.
And that'll do it.
I just needed another ace so I could have the bonus money.
Oh, is that a high hat bonus?
Yeah.
Set of trips going to be good on that one. And that does it for officially for the hour. And I think Ray has a biscuit, but he should not. I don't know. Them's the rules. Come into the knit game. Even when there's 5 or 10 minutes left. Them's the rules. And it looks like Ashton betting out $25. Kyle come along with the ace-9 suited once again of clubs. And king, queen, jack. 2 diamonds on there. 1 club for Kyle.
Are we getting angle shot here?
I check. Hold on. I check.
And we're going to check around here. Nobody really with too much of that.
I check.
I'll check it one time.
5 of diamonds comes off, bringing home the front door flush. Ashton now with the front door flush draw. He's got the diamond draw here. And you can only bet multiples of 5 on the 5 on the button game. So that 16 bet is not valid. It is dropped down to a 15.
I check.
The river cards, a board pair and queen. Ashton and Kyle both playing ace kickers with a pair of queens and a king and a jack. And Mike is going to bet out. He shows the 4-3. Good enough to win.
I lost the minimum.
I'll chase in the chat saying it parked next to the 10th gen. Clean looking car. Yeah, that is one of our dealers, actually. She's got the red Civic Si. I thought about picking one of those up. Those are really, really nice cars. Honestly, I don't know if I prefer the 10th gen Si over the Type R or not. I go back and forth. If they made the Type R all-wheel drive, of course, no contest. But, yeah, it's a clean-looking car. She takes care of it. She likes to drive it. She talks about ripping through the gears, man. It is pretty fun. Kyle with the pocket 4s. Just making the call. Brandon with the 6 deuce. Making the call. Ashton with the queen 10. Making the call. Well, he straddled, so. Ace jack 7, 2 hearts out there. I see Ray with a pair of jacks. I see Ashton with the queen 10 looking for a king for Broadway. As long as it's not the king of hearts, he's going to feel okay about it. Kyle with the 4s, second best right now. And it looks like Ray's going to bet 35. Ashton is in there. Kyle is in there. And everybody else folds. Mike holding that all-important king in his hand. Trey on the turn. And Ray is going to bet. And everybody else is going to fold. He's got to show his hand. He gets rid of the button. I'll allow it.
I was trying. I was thinking of you the whole time, and then I was like, man, how come it doesn't work for me? And then when they peel that 3, it looked so close. Like, and I had to check 4 hearts.
Yeah, part of the reason I like the 10th gen Civic Si is because the Type R is only the hatchback. And to me, I think the coolest Civic is the 90s one. The 90s coupe. Yep, you're right. It's the one that they used in the Fast and the Furious. I get it. The black ones with the green street glow. That's such a cool classic body design. Really like that a lot. And to me, the 10th gen coupe, or sedan rather, looks like that a lot. It's got a lot of the same styling language. But the hatchback, it looks fine. It looks cool, but not as cool. It's not as nostalgic to me, I guess. Dulot saying should have folded the queen 10 of spades when Adrian 3-bet, but his gambling style unfortunately didn't allow him. Yeah, man, that was a tough beat, dude. That was a tough hand to play. I think on the whole, man, I think you played really, really well. Chase saying true classic as the Acura Integra. Oh man, now you're talking. Love those Integras. The DC5, DC4. Golly,
More buttons.
those are cool. In high school, the girl I dated had a what is it? RSX, known as the Integra overseas. But man, that was a sweet car too. Hers was automatic, non-Type S, but it was still a lot of fun to drive. And Dulot, yeah, you got some fans in the chat, my man. Like I said, I think you played really, really well, dude. Should be proud of yourself. Just sometimes the cards don't cooperate.
Appreciate it. Thanks, Rick.
And that spades hand, yeah. Yeah, same. Did you have I think the color was called Desert Sand. It was actually a pretty cool color. Looked gold in the light sometimes, looked silver in the light other times. Very, very clean car. Had a good old time in that thing. Always kind of wanted one as like another car, but you know, it's all right. We'll get there eventually to where we can have a garage full of cars that we want. Collect them like Hot Wheels. Queen 4 tray on the flop. Joseph top pair. 2 hearts on the board, but nobody really holding 2 hearts in their hand. Metallic gray. That's a cool color.
How much? 45?
Yeah, I think hers was an 06 also. Maybe, no, it was the, I think it was an 04 she had. Before the redesign. Maybe it was an 05. I don't know. Pretty sweet ride either way, man. Very, very cool.
I showed the wrong card, but yeah.
Oh, was it a queen?
Yeah.
And our friend had a, back in the day, friend from high school had a WRX non-STI. I want to say maybe it was an 03. I think that's a Blobeye, right? He had one of those, and cop pulled out, going to give him a ticket for speeding, and he hurried up and pulled a hard right turn to get into a neighborhood to avoid the cop following him. Ended up running onto the median and totaling the car. And I would tell that story to anybody who listened. I guess I'm doing the same thing. Poor guy, man. Yeah, that was kind of rough. Sweet car to have in high school.
We were very close to having.
Well, we can turn it into the 7 deuce game as well.
Jay saying his younger brother has a new 25 Nissan Z. Oh, very, very cool. And the older brother has a Mazda RX-8 twin rotor. That is very sweet. Those RX-8s I hear are a blast to drive, but kind of a pain for upkeep. I never got to ride in one. Actually, one of the few cars of that, the JDM genre, I guess, that I haven't even had the chance to sit in. But they are pretty cool. I remember when they came out, when the, what was that X-Men movie came out, they had the RX-8 concept car in it. Those new Zs, though, they look pretty cool, man. Not a big fan of the square in the grill. I think that it looks a little bit plain, but I would love to drive one of those too. I got to drive an old 300ZX twin turbo, highly modified one time, and it was I was scared to death because it was rainy outside. That was a really cool car. All right, players are discussing the knit game here. A little bit of confusion because Brandon, I think, got rid of his knit button after the hour had passed. So he's going to throw in $25, and we're going to do a horse race here. Some of the players are going to keep their cards down. Some are going to play face up. It is just a flip. We're just running out 2 cards and a board. Yeah, about the RX-8. Chase saying basically driving a plane engine around. Super sick. Got to have specific oil lubricator to increase liability. Okay, cool. And pre-mixes the fuel for lubrication. Yeah, those Wonkel engines are very unique. Always wanted to drive one, man. Always. And I kick myself sometimes. I had the opportunity to buy an RX-7 when I was in college. It was a red one. And actually pretty clean, pretty well taken care of. Had a little bit of scratch, a couple of scratches on the paint, but ran apparently pretty good. And I did not get to buy it. Kind of bummed about it. Always wanted an FD RX-7. That would be awesome. All right, and we are doing a bomb pot here on Dealer Change. Dr. Reeves in the house, in the heezy. Wearing the headset so it doesn't mess up the do. Very important. Top board is going to be Ace King 7 with 2 hearts. Bottom board is going to be Ace King 3 with 2 hearts. All right, who's got hearts? If you control the hearts, you control the pot. That's what I'm saying right now. Queen Jack 10 for Brandon. Good wrap for Broadway on both boards. King 10 6-5 for Scott. Adrian with the Ace Jack 9-6. Got a pair of aces on both boards, but he does fold. Ashton is the player betting here with a pair of kings on both boards.
It's funny, I just ordered RFID cards that you put in your wallet so they can't like search with equipment or whatever, your credit cards and all that.
And Coach with the Queen Jack is going to bet and hope for a 10, or make the call and hope for a 10. Nobody controlling the hearts. So nobody controls the pot right now. And Ray folds.
Gotta leave some cards for others.
All right. And Ashton's going to bet. Everybody else going to fold. 270, full pot size bet, it looks like. And Brandon did not want to come along with Broadway on one of the boards. But that's okay. Sometimes you got to do it. Got to make those tough folds sometimes.
But I had a plan from the beginning of putting hearts.
Banana ball.
King, queen, 10, diamond.
Luck box, Coach. You know, not 100 luck, but, or 100 luck, but not all the way up on the slider. Kind of in the middle of the slider. Lukewarm luck, we'll call it that.
They did not too long ago, didn't they?
Yeah. 2 days, Friday, Saturday, or Saturday.
Coach with the king queen suited is going to raise it up. It's like 55.
Yeah, so
55. You know, you got to do it every once in a while. And we did start a new round of the knit game. So everybody's got a button now.
No.
Hey, Ham in the chat. Asking what does fold mean? And that is a concept lost on the both of us, brother. I was going to say buddy and brother. I ended up with brother. But we'll see if that catches on. Try and make that happen. Jay saying means to muck your cards to the deal. I don't, but what does that mean? What do you do?
show my aces, right? I just want to make sure. That's right. I just want to make sure.
Hey, Dulat. With the plug, I'll allow it. Says he also does commercial roofing when he's not playing cards. If anybody has a commercial property, hit him up. Hit him up. Roofs by Dulat. Shoot, I don't know how long it's been since we had our roof here at KoJack's done. I don't know if the building takes care of that or not. But, hey, look, if we're in the market, I'll shoot you a call, my man. And Joseph with the Queen Jack. Mike with the King 8. Both players with at least one spade in their hand. Board with 2 spades on there. And Mike's going to throw out a bet, it looks like, with the Queen on the turn. Joseph not going anywhere with that pair. I think he raises and Mike folds. That's exactly what happens. Mike with the smile is out of there. And it is Joseph who wins that pot, and he's going to get rid of his button after showing. Dulot, I like that. If you ain't roofing, you are goofing. Jay sizing up the competition for the tournament tomorrow, asking if Dulot's going to be playing tomorrow. Hopefully both of y'all are there. That is going to be a fun tournament. That deep stack is going to be exceptionally sweet. And Coach still 100 luck, but we saw it on the slider a minute ago. He's not all the way in the green. Coach with the Jack 10 raising it up. Let's see if he wants to get tricky pre-flop, try to get rid of that. Oh, he's already got rid of his button. I forgot about that. Ray with the ace 4 off suit coming along. Ashton out of there. Joseph out of there. And Brandon, come on, man, make it happen. He is in there. Queen 8 tray on the board. 2 spades for Brandon in his hand, but 1 spade on the board for him. Coach going to keep up the aggression. Betting $20. Raise out of there. Brandon Peel 1. And he does. It's a 3 of diamonds. Coach checks. Brandon bets. He takes it down. He does check. And the ace comes on the river. Ace of spades. Brandon does have the check mark. All he has to do is get to the showdown. Oh, and Coach starts piecing out a bet, and Brandon folds. Probably the correct fold in that situation. It's a lot easier when you can see the cards. I think that's why they don't allow that in standard games. Makes it too easy. Where's the challenge? So we have entered the 3rd hour. That means aces full of kings or better gets $1,200 in total cash in bonus money.
Almost a month and a half in advance.
And Brandon with the 10-3 is going to make the call here. Coach with the K9, the bow wow, is in there as well. Flop comes out 9 high, 9-4 deuce.
I bet.
And Coach does bet his top pair to the tune of $25. Brandon's out of there. Scott's out of there. Coach wins another one. And we still got a couple of knit buttons, but that's okay. 45 minutes left on that knit game for this hour. That means we are winding down the stream. Thanks, everybody, for checking us out. We do appreciate it. The whole reason we put these streams on is for you, the viewer. Just want everybody to have a good old time watching some poker. Oh, wait a second. I got levels on the audio.
Yeah, because when I reset the thing.
You still got it.
I can hear it. All right, nice. We got the table talk audio. It is.
It is the same guy. He's got a 1-2 count.
Yeah, we got it.
They must not call it thing. They were so cheap, like they called it.
I think they're echoey. Are they echoey?
No, at one point when they first started, it was like it was just.
Yep, they are echoey. That is true. And so am I. I don't know if you can hear my echo on the stream, but I am doing that. Turned it off again. Now, let me know if it's broadcasting. Let me know if you can hear the table talk now that it is somewhat fixed.
That's the guy that catches us like upside down.
If you are watching on stream, sound off and let me know. Because I think I've got it kind of fixed. Not positive. I'll have to watch it back, see if these settings are the right settings. But I do have them turned up right now, so they should be broadcasting something, some sort of sounds, some sort of table talk. I don't see a lot of lips moving, so I don't think it's very interesting right now. But if I click one button, everything is echoey. If I click a different button, I think it doesn't broadcast the table talk audio. We'll get there. We'll get there. Growing pains.
Got 7 of them motherfuckers in the first inning.
All right, hand number 58 coming at you. Jay saying sounds fine. Caberry here. Yeah, I turned it down now. It's back up. And like I said, I'm not sure they're talking a whole lot. But if you can hear them fine, then that's good. Oh, you know what? When I was echoey, that didn't transmit. So maybe it is better. Ooh, that was a sound.
Sorry to make you work. I'm just running low on res.
All right, I appreciate that, Ham. Very light mumbles on the table. I am not echoing.
Only wanted to play that.
All right, well, I think we got it. Ray with the pocket tray. Coming along for 60. Ashton with the K-Tay. Out of there. Oh, now it's glitching. Okay, well, I'll change that. There we go. Is that better? Joseph with the queens. Brandon with the 10-9. Scott with the jacks. Is the original 3-better. Joseph goes all in with the queens. And this may just be a fold from everybody. Scott with the jacks. Let it go. Take a page out of the frozen book and let it go. Miss Americana saying, I and the table are coming through clear. Good. Thank you. Good to know. Audio is not my forte. I don't know if you can tell. Ray with the pocket threes is out of there. I really would love to see a run out here, but you know what? That is not what we do. Pocket queens for Joseph. Takes it down and gets rid of the nip button. And that leaves just a couple of players trying to win a pot. Mike, Brandon, Scott, Adrian, and Kyle. And Coach's luck is dropping down as we speak.
I didn't call with ace 5-15. There was no way I was calling that.
Knew somebody was going to raise behind you.
That's fine. I was ready to go against aces.
I knew it.
Ready to go against aces.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Crack them all the time.
You wasn't going to crack mine. That fucking happened.
Not going to crack the aces, he says. Ashton with the jack-9, Joseph with the queen-9. Both players in for 10. Coach with the 10 deuce out of there. Mike with the 9-6. Ray with the 10-8. So 3 of the 9s are out of there. And between the 4 players, I think we have a straight. Ace, king, 6 on the flop. All spades. Megan in the chat saying, got to keep cracking those aces. That is a winning strategy. If you can crack aces every time you come up against them, that's pretty good. 4 spades on the turn. Joseph is going to bet out 30, and that's going to only get 1 caller. Mike with the bottom pair. And Joseph gets the flush. The flush. Going to check to make sure it is the right color black. He's going to throw out a $50 bet. Let's see if Mike wants to call. Get sticky with that 9-6. Nope, he's out. Megan in the chat saying she has been watching on a drive through the Smoky Mountains. Beautiful scenery. Would love to have a little mountain poker room one of these days, just high up there, especially the Smoky Mountains where you can see the kind of the mist the clouds. That would be neat. Hard to go on tilt when you can just look out the window like that. That would be pretty cool. All right, Brandon has assumed the head down position. He is in full meditation mode, ready to catch some cards. He is willing them to him. Manifest, Brandon. Scott raising it up to 30 and Mike making the call. Kyle also coming along. 3 players with buttons, a.k.a. Sea Biscuits. Ace, king, 9. Kyle with the top pair ace. Ray with the also top pair ace. And Kyle, believe it or not, has Ray outkicked. Scott with the 7-6, really nothing going on here. He's going to just open fold. Mike with a pair of kings is going to fold as well. And Ray is going to take down that pot. The only player without a button is the winner of the pot. Megan saying that would be soothing to have the mountain game. I think that would be a game like that. Would have to be played outside with the Bears. It would be much higher stakes. That's frightening. I'm going to come out and say that. Terrifying way to play poker. That, you know, having a nice mountain vista is tough to go on tilt. But when you're playing around Bears, I think the only thing to do is tilt. All right, we are coming up to the end of the stream. We still got a lot of buttons out there. Coach playing the queen 4 suited. Mike with the ace 9 offsuit out of there. Good fold. Ace 8 suited for Ray. He's got spades. He should have gone all in. Kyle with the ace jack. A lot of playable hands here. Adrian with the 5 deuce. Going to make something happen here. King 6 deuce. Nobody with a king. Nobody with 6. Adrian with a deuce. Turn cards of 5. Adrian with 2 pair. 2 clubs out there for Coach, though. Let's see if he wants to live dangerously and play this aggressively. He does not. Just checks. Oh, it's a 9 of hearts instead. Not a 5 of clubs. And another 9 on the river. Pair of deuces is going to be best if it gets the showdown. Bottom pair. Coach thinking about evaluating whether his stab will work here. And I will tell you, most likely it will. I think he bets $10. 60. Okay. Good, healthy bet. Adrian. If he calls here. Oh.
Can he hear me in there?
Wait, I got to hear this.
If you have a king, I want you to fold. If you don't have anything other than a 6 or a deuce, then you can call.
I don't know.
And he does
Hey,
fold.
Chase, you owe me hours for that pet alligator I sent you a picture of.
I do, actually.
We'll get that in 15 minutes.
Yeah. That's fine. One of the live streams I was commenting on somebody's. He's like, "Where you at?" I was like, "I'm in Louisiana at the house." And they start talking about alligators, and they're like, "Joe, you send me a picture of an alligator." I fucking walked outside. I got a 10-footer in my yard every day. It's near Farmerville, Louisiana.
Okay. I thought they had crocodiles over there.
Yeah, just to clear that up, I did give you the hours. Hey, Ron.
Just gators. Gator gar.
Yeah, it was pretty funny, the swiftness that the picture of the alligator came back. We were talking about alligators for a couple of minutes, and then he said he was watching from Louisiana. I said, I don't believe you unless you show me a picture of an alligator. And he showed me one right there. That's pretty funny. Brandon now with the ace-king, the big slick. He's got the ace-king of spades. Ashton, 3-betting to 130. Joseph with the queen jack. Decently playable hand, but really doesn't stand up to 3 bets too well. And it looks like he is going to make the call. Hasn't yet, but playing around with the idea, toying with it, running through scenarios. He is going to have to play this out of position. Yep. Good fold right there, man. Now, Brandon could 4-bet. Could see the rare 4-bet. Could shove all in. He's going to think about it for a little while.
He almost forgot that's card race pre-flop. For a reason.
And he just throws in the call. Not a bad play. No pair, no draw at this point. Coach with the pocket eights is ahead right now. Going to get a read of Ashton's chip stack. Ashton playing very aggressively. I do like its style. And Coach is going to make the call. Try and flop a set. Try to make a pretty penny here. Doesn't get the set, though. 10-4-4. Coach pulls ahead. Brandon up against a 3-bet. Almost guaranteed to be big cards. Coach with the eights. Let's see if Ashton keeps up the aggression. Does he c-bet here on a 10-high board? And he does. Big bet right there. 260. Brandon, just go all in, buddy. Just do it. Ace of spades, come on. I think on some real levels, Ashton is playing this like a pocket pair. And Brandon does, I think, make the correct fold by the book. Getting out of there. Coach with the pocket eights. Decently healthy hand. Not likely his opponent hit the 10. But if he's up against jacks or queens, or kings, or aces, Coach is up a creek.
How are you? Oh, yeah. Trying to keep up with this rig move that's happening.
Coach is going to think about it here. That board is not going to hit his opponent, but if he's up against a better made hand, really not much he can do. And it's a fold. Ashton takes one down. And he shows the king-queen. Gets rid of the biscuit.
Nice move, dude.
A very strong play.
Can't fool me. I just need the cards to be
Fool me.
And everybody at the table.
I did.
I was fucking terrified, Coach. Because what do you have, like sixes or something?
Pocket eight.
So I wasn't far off.
On pot.
Too late for that.
Dude, that's the way they've been going all night anyways. I was actually up before. Now I'm down again.
Yeah.
Oh, those are stressful.
Dorian, go ahead.
As soon as you bet, I was like, I knew you hit. I can't remember if I had before or not. I had really bad cards. You wouldn't have called 130.
And a good play. Good play by Ashton. The player's talking about it right there. We've officially got 25 minutes left on the clock for the last hour of the game. Thanks again, everybody, for checking us out. Thanks for lighting up the chat, keeping things interesting and light and fun. Having a good time watching this game. Good time commentating over the top of it. And we are doing a bomb pot here. $10 from each player. Adds up to 90 in the pot to start with. Nine for Jack, all spades on top.
Jack.
And King, Queen, 10 on the bottom. Whoever controls the ace jack controls the pot. Scott with the Queen Jack. Up and down on the top board, but there's already 3 spades on there. And Coach with the King, Queen of spades. 2 pair on the bottom, already second nut flush on the top. Coach going to bet at 60 and get a lot of folds. One of the rare situations where you just got too much locked up. Now, Scott does have a straight on the bottom board, and it's a rainbow board. These players play a lot of time together. I'm sure they already know what's about to happen. Ooh, another jack does pair the board on top where Coach has the flush. Scott with a pair of jacks and a 9. He boats up. And they're both going to check. River card's an 8 on top and a 10 on bottom. Scott, boat. Jack's full of 9s and 10's full of queens. Scott's going to bet 100. That's probably about the most he could have milked from Coach. Coach might have called I don't know. On that paired board,
Got more boats than a marina.
might have called another 100.
Close enough.
But that's going to do it. Scott's going to take her down. And Coach shows the flush for good measure. It says, I flopped it. And there you go, Scott getting a little richer, getting back to even. Just down a cool $10. Brandon with a little work to do. But it could happen. Only down a little bit. Average tank time up to about 15 seconds for Joseph. About 6 seconds for Ray, but newcomer to the table. Quick decision maker. And we are on to the next one here. This one back to Hold'em, everybody.
It is. It's cracked. At least you had a good hand.
Brandon with the 10-8. Going to throw out a limp, see what happens. Scott with the ace-5 suited. Needs to get rid of his button. He's going to throw out a little limp. Boop.
I mean, I want you to do it because I've known what you had in your hand and I didn't have the card.
Coach with the 7-deuce and Mike with the 7-deuce. Both suited, both red. Pretty interesting.
This is the first hand that's had more than 3 people in it in like an hour.
Well, nobody raised.
And 6 ways to the flop. Queen 3-10. Brandon with top pair here. Gonna check it. Ashton with top pair as well. Gonna bet it.
I don't know. I think I'm into.
Brandon does come along. Joseph coming along with the 5-3. All players remaining do have a pair. A lot of opportunities for Brandon and Ashton. Let's see. An ace does help the case. And it is going to check around with that ace on there. And an 8 comes off, giving Brandon 2 pair. Now is the time. $50 is the bet. Ashton folds. Joseph maybe picking up on a little weakness, but decides not to go with it. And Brandon shows and gets rid of the biscuit. That's how we do it. I think Brandon bought in for 150, so... sorry, 800. So about 150 left before he hits even. 175 left before he hits even. And Mike only down 90 bones. And just about everybody's sitting on green. Black? Green? Whatever. Sitting on profit for this game so far. And we got 3 biscuits left. Adrian, Kyle, and Mike. Didn't see that one coming. Based on the second hour. Scott with the 8J suited. This could be his time to shine. He's got a biscuit. And he's going to bet 40. Coach with the 6-5 suited does not want diamonds. Going to make the call. Mike with the 8-7 out of there. Ray's out of there. Ashton's out of there. Kyle's out of there. Adrian's out of there. And just like that, I think we're heads up. Coach and Scott back at it again. Round 2 after that bomb pot. 8-4-4 on the flop. No heart. I mean, no diamonds for anybody. Board has 2 hearts.
I'm so paying $25.
Scott's going to bet out 20.
I am so paying
Quarter pot.
Because I haven't been, this thing, I'm going to get it like mounted and wear it as a necklace.
And Coach makes a call.
I haven't even
Coach looking for a 7. King of diamonds on the turn. No real help to Scott, but it is a good card for him to bet. And it looks like he is going to bet 30. Another small bet, another quarter-size pot bet.
Yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy.
Coach has to decide, does he want to chase the 7?
Oh my gosh.
He's got 7 outs, technically, remaining in the deck.
It's amazing.
But he does fold. And Scott's going to show it, and he's going to get rid of the button. There he goes. I think that leaves 2 buttons left. Scott proud of himself after that one.
Two hearts.
Two hearts.
Diamonds, 2 hearts.
Two hearts.
I picked up the 80 from everybody else, and then made it 60 on the flop. I got 2 callers and got it ready to fold on the turn.
That'd have been my luck. I'd have bluffed you and raised you, and you'd have thought there was diamonds.
All right, on to the next one, hand number 66.
Those are you. Thank you.
And I think Mike still has it. Yep, there it is. Mike still has a biscuit. He's got a 7 in his hand.
Okay, we have 1.
Ray without a biscuit. Ashton without a biscuit. And Brandon's going to make the call with the 5 deuce. In late position. Nothing wrong with that. Scott with the pocket 10 is definitely going to pop it up. The Tay-Tay. And just about everybody folding around. Joseph coming along. And Mike coming along. 983 on the board. Yeah, it kind of looks like Mike has 1 card. I hope that's not the case. Joseph flopping top pair of 9s, but Scott with the overpair is going to make the call. Vulnerable overpair. No, he does have 2 cards. Okay. And a 3 comes off on the turn. If Mike has a 3 and a 7 in his hand, he is good to go. It's an ace. I think Yvonne just made him $1. He is $1 richer. Now the river card, all important 10. A set of trips for Scott. Started out with the Tay-Tay, now has the Tay-Tay-Tay.
Oh, now we have these. Now we have that. He's gonna get crazy.
Joseph making the check. Scott betting $300 into a pot of 375. Joseph with the Jack-9, though, does block a lot of straights with that important Jack. Joseph with a tough decision to make. That Jack in his hand, very relevant card if he wants to try and catch a bluff. Scott's betting like he's got a straight. But Joseph's Jack makes it less likely that his opponent has one. Reduces the number of combinations. As far as Joseph knows, there are still 3 Jacks in the deck, so Jack Queen, Jack 7, still possible. Jack Jack hasn't beat. And you can see Joseph counting on his fingers, really trying to piece the action together. And trying to figure it out here.
No.
Reese. Yeah, I knew it was an R. Yeah, Reese. I knew it was an R.
Reese.
Oh.
Absolutely very childish.
And Joseph really, really thinking about this one. Flop and top pair. And we know he was behind when he did that, but flop and top pair. Board does pair with threes. And he lets it go. Good fold. Tough fold, but good fold. Scott's going to actually show the tens. Very sportsmanly. Scott now over $1,000 into profit town here. Not 1,000 in profit, but he's over 1,000 in his stack and into profit town.
Why can you give him 4 teams so he can get paid?
And we still got a couple of buttons to go. Just a few more minutes here, just a couple more hands on this live stream. Once again, everybody, thank you for checking us out. We're having a good old time on this Feature Friday. Now, next week, we are still doing a live stream on Tuesday. We got the 1-2 Tuesday with an $800 cap. If anybody wants to sign up for that list, let me know. Let Luis know. Miss Brittany in the cage, Miss Ashley in the cage. Let any of us know, and we will be able to put you on that list. And then next Friday, I think we'll do another 5 on the button 5 on the button hold'em again. We'll keep that going. We've got a lot of interest for 5 on the button PLO as well. So, you know, let us know if you want to play that, and we'll put you on the list for the next 5 on the button PLO game.
Check.
When that shows back up. Maybe we'll do a Feature Friday where it's all bomb pots all the time. That might be a little nuts. Might be a lot of fun. Who knows? We'll see what happens. And don't forget, tomorrow we are dropping the qualifiers down for the Flush Frenzy. No longer do you need to be ace high. Just any flush will give you credit. And 4 flushes, 1 of each suit, gets you a $5,000 jackpot. 60% to the winner. 40% to the rest of the room playing cash. So if you're getting close, but somebody else beats you to the punch, you still get to chop up the other 40% with everybody else playing cash, make a couple $100. And we are also going back to 4-hour windows. Flop came out Jack 8-4 with a 6 on the turn. Joseph with the Queen 10 of hearts is going to lead for 50. Kyle with the pair of 8s and the knit button is going to make the call. Scott with the 7s did not hit his straight. And Kyle actually going to be best here with the pair of 8s. Kyle's going to check. Joseph's going to check. And I think Scott probably going to check here with the couple of overcards. And he does, shows the 7s. And there it is. Kyle shows the 8s. There goes that button. And I think we're down to just 1 button left. A little fist pump. Not excessive celebration. I'm not going to rule that. But decently big pot. Look at those red chips. My word. 490 in the middle. So now it's just Adrian and Mike with the knit buttons.
10 minutes. 10 minutes.
This one?
Dulai wants to be on the live. Yes, indeed. I can get you on there. Seat 9, if it's available, you got it, my friend.
I like your number better. I just don't think it's right. I know that it started, so I'll tell you in a second.
All right, hand number 68. That means we might actually, it's possible, depending on how long this hand goes out. We could go out on hand number 69.
So Adrian needs to put 25.
Could you?
Oh, Yvonne, anything you ask, you're going to get it.
All right, Ray with the K9, the bow wow. Gonna lead out with a limp. Kyle also leading out with a limp. Joseph with the KJ, the house hand. is going to come along. Brandon with the suited queen, making the call for 20. Needs to make something happen if he wants to be up on the session. He's not down by too much. Just enough to bother you. I know that. Chase, the game is going to be at 5:30 on Tuesday. It'll be a 1-2 game, a Hold'em game. Buy-in is 200 to 800. And I think we still have spots available. Jack 8 deuce on the board, 2 spades. Brandon looking good with the flush draw and the queen. Joseph looking good with the jack, top pair. And Kyle with middle pair, pair of 8s. Joseph betting $60 with his top pair. Let's see if Brandon wants to come along. The odds, I believe, say yes. And he does. And so does Kyle. The implied odds are real. River card. Is it a spade? It's a 3 of hearts. That's going to give Joseph the check mark. He's going to bet a lot. That's what you call an overbet right there. 425. And Brandon misses. He's out of there.
Got nothing or like ace 4 of spades.
And Kyle with the pair of 8s. Joseph smiling a little bit. Might read that a little bluffy.
What is it for? What?
Might read that a little strong. I meant to. That's all right, man. We'll catch you on the next one. We are going to be doing another live stream on Friday at 5:30 as well. If you ever catch a cough or something, come see us at 5:30.
Nice hand.
And Joseph turns his hand over. I don't think he had a knit button. No, there's only 2 left.
I'll give it back to you in a formula strategy.
10 and 20.
And average tank time up to about 17 seconds for Joseph. After that one hand where he had to really think about it, that did change his average time. But Adrian and Mike still with the knit buttons. Adrian running super hot at the beginning of the session and in the second hour. And we'll have to see if he can make it happen. Brandon now with the ace of spades, betting up to $55. Mike with the ace 3, calling 55.
No, because I got the stupid straddle out like a rube.
And Kyle with the 9-6, a.k.a. the 6-9 of hearts.
Under protest.
And Mike is in the pot. It is possible that he wins this one and gets rid of that button.
Check.
Ace, king, 8 on the board, 2 clubs. Ace 7 for Brandon. Ace 3 for Mike. Both players without a kicker, kind of. And Brandon's going to bet 110. I like that. But Mike is undeterred. He's also got a pair of aces. He's going to need cards lower than a 7 to help him out. But nope, that jack pretty much seals up the chop.
All of my employees are watching.
Brandon betting pre-flop, very large. On the flop, pretty large. And now on the turn, pretty small. Getting a caller on all the streets. Ooh, and a 3-bet here. Don't know. 2 flush draws on the board. Nope. That is a jack of spades. Never mind. 1 flush draw on the board. Mike could be playing this aggressively, but Mike also needs to get rid of his button, so it is possible that he's making a stab at it. And I do like the bet by Mike with the pair of aces, basically no kicker. Going to try and take it away from a better ace or potentially a flush draw. A lot of thinking going on here. Mike really putting it to the test here, and he does fold. Now, that river card may not have been a 5. But Mike does show the ace-3. And that was a good fold by Brandon. Calling a big bet there to maybe chop with another weak ace, or maybe you're outkicked.
And I'm looking at it, I'm like, dude, I have to call now. I hate this.
Or maybe you just lose it to a flush on the river.
So at least it didn't suck your hand. There's 2 hands I had to call. I wish you could see the shit out there where they got like.
And here we go. This might be the last one. We are going to do a horse race after this, and then we'll call it a night, everybody. Thanks for checking us out. We do appreciate you here on this live stream, though we do like to go out on a very exciting hand if we can help it. We do like to do that. It's kind of like in comedy. You want to go out on a high note. Luis is telling me it was fire.
$50 with 9 high.
And he's going to join us here for the last couple of hands. Now, Luis, you did action track, so you can't spoil anything for us.
Oh, no. You can just imagine the level of action that we have on this table today. It was different. It was completely different.
It was different.
Yeah. Yeah, we have nice action. Scott actually played really well in certain hands.
Yep.
I was like, oh, I felt the pressure several times on his plays. Ashton, he usually plays a lot of action.
He's playing real aggressive and real tight this time.
But today was super tight.
Yeah.
Super tight. Same way with Ray. When he sat down, I was expecting a lot more action from him, but I didn't saw it. But still, it's good to have them. It's always amazing to have these players because the way that they play, and Joseph as well, the way that Joseph played today.
Oh man,
never
that bluff.
seen him playing like that. It was impressive.
That bluff that he tried to get through was actually wild, and it almost worked. It almost worked.
It was really close. It was really close
against the 10 high flush.
And the other bluff that I saw that it was really good. It was Kyle.
Kyle did a real good one. Yeah.
Yeah, and the way that coach gets rid of his need button.
Yep.
Whatever hand it is.
Yeah, with the limp 3-bet pre-flop.
Yeah, it is amazing good. It is amazing good. It is impressive to see this type of games around.
And now we got the classic coin flip here. Ace King versus Queen Queen. Love the graphics.
Check that out.
And I think we're gonna run it twice. It looks like.
I was gonna call him.
No spoilers.
Heads up. Yeah. Oh, Queens always on this predicament, right?
Yep.
Oh, check that out. Check the first board.
Nothing there for anybody. Oh, wait, is it a deuce? Oh, always a sweat.
And check that out, all right? So we have Ray winning over there. All right.
Here we go, round number 2. Round number 2, and there's the king. That helps.
Helps a lot.
And no club on the turn. And that's going to do it right there. Chop, chop, chop-a-roner.
Chop around. Well, we were waiting a little bit more action out of this hand, but it was a really good hand.
$2,000 pot. Hard to complain about that, even if it does go chop, chop at the end.
Yeah.
Both players making a little bit of dead money at the end of the day.
Yeah. It was a $50 earning for each of them. So, and Ray made a comment right here that he sweat that part. That was hilarious.
I bet
here,
when
this, he was sweating. He said, my heart was pounding.
Oh, man. Yeah, when you got Coach staring you down like that, you know you're in a spot. Coach is a very well-practiced, very efficient player. And I think this will be the last hand before we do the horse race. Is that right?
If I'm not wrong, yes, this is going to be the last hand before the horse race.
All right. Here we go. Let's see what we got. Let's try and go out on a high note.
And this one is a crazy hand.
Yes, I see the
Now, we've been cheering for Brandon since the last round of the knit game. And I think Adrian is the only player with a biscuit left.
So check what happens over here. So he does the blind, the blind.
The straddle.
Yeah, straddle over there.
Or strudel.
The strudel.
Call it strudel if you want.
I like a strudel.
Strudel's good.
Yeah.
I like toaster strudels too. I'm hungry.
Yeah.
Oh, I dig green.
All right. So I'm so
That fucking green's like, I'm gonna do y'all today.
Then we get to Kyle. Kyle says,
No, we're not going to do that.
Yeah, no. Let's raise it. So that put that pressure.
Adrian gets out of there.
Yeah, this is the last hand that he needed to get rid of that need button.
Now, if he had shoved there,
he couldn't do it.
It would have been a different story, but I think Kyle would have called him anyway.
But check what Kyle used to raise, an ace queen.
Ace queen.
The squeezer. All right, and we saw that we have
Scott makes the call.
Scott calling with ace 5.
Coach with a suited king coming along. And Mike's been out of there. Ray is out of there.
Yep.
He's like way out of there. He is so
He
gone.
is out of the screen.
And of course, Ashton coming along as well with the Jack 10. Basil's favorite hand, by the way.
All right. So
Basil not watching from North Korea today. What is that about?
I don't know. Probably he's watching from Timbuktu.
I don't know. Me and Daniel both calling him out. He hasn't showed up in the chat.
Wow. All right.
2 hearts for Coach.
All right.
Queen
so
Jack
check,
6.
Check, Joseph. No, check around. Oh, no more. Kyle says, no way, Jose.
Top pair, top kicker.
Yeah. There
And
you
the
go.
ace of hearts.
Yeah, ace of hearts. That is correct.
See, Joseph is up and down. Does he want to chase? Could get to an 8 or a king.
Yes. He just needs an 8 or a king. He has outs.
He got a lot of
Good
outs.
amount of outs. We only have 1 8 that Coach has.
Yep.
So, and there's the king that he also needs that Coach has.
That is funny.
Yeah, right? All right, so, well.
He makes a
that's
call.
Yeah, makes sense.
And Brandon actually going to reload here. This game is going to continue on after the live stream is over. So if we get spots open, you want to play some 5 on the button, come out to KoJack's. We'll have this game running probably till 2 a.m.
All right, so.
And Coach with the
is
flush draw.
Thinking about it, of course. And he has also the opportunity to get in straight. That's a possibility.
That is a possibility. He's got backdoor straight outs.
Yeah, that is correct. I mean, 9-7.
Uh-huh. And he does make the call.
Yeah.
Ashton.
Oh, that's a difficult hand. He has a pair already.
He's got a pair, but really not a whole lot going on except a couple of backdoor outs. He's going to have to go runner if he wants a strong hand.
Yes.
And with $160 from 3 other players, he's going to need a strong hand. You're right. Too expensive.
Too expensive for him. So he just decided not to go to.
Oh,
check that out.
Coach with the flush. Now, Kyle does have the flush draw. Let's see if Coach announces his hand here.
But Joseph just check, and he's going to do it.
Oh, man. Huge bet.
600. Now, I have to apologize because I made a few mistakes over there.
Well,
This part, but I corrected him. Yes, he made a bet of 600. Kyle calls.
Kyle calls the 600 instantly.
Yeah. So that was my error over there. So Kyle calls.
All right, so we're going off to a river. We are not done yet.
And then after the river, he goes all in just before the river. So he goes all in. So there's me trying to correct what is.
Oh, so Kyle doesn't call. Kyle goes all in over the top of Coach. Exactly. My God, what Coach a bet!
He goes all in.
Wow!
Why? This is why.
Oh
this
no! And then the 5 of hearts.
He goes all in. Coach thinks about it like a lot. Oh Jesus, this is a difficult decision.
Wow. We promised this last hand would be exciting. We did not disappoint. Coach only 400, about 400 behind. And it is nut flush versus second nut flush. Oh, man. Now, not only does Coach make the flush on the turn, he makes the king high flush on the turn. Now on the river, king high versus ace high. And he has to put his opponent on literally the ace of hearts.
Now, something that I got to mention over here is that the system does not allow me to go any over the other person's chips.
Okay.
So here Kyle went all in.
Right. Yeah, that's the effect of all in. And Coach calls.
Oh, my God, what we got.
Wow, $3,000 pot.
That is amazing. That is crazy.
Unbelievable. That is disgusting.
What a crazy river.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. Now the horse race for $25 really seems inconsequential after a $3,000 pot.
Completely. It's like, yeah. And actually, the winner of the horse race, I can actually say it. I guess.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah,
well, the winner was actually Chop Chop.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was a Chop Chop.
A chop horse race.
In between Ray and I think it was Mike. seat 9.
Wow. Ray and Mike. I like that. Seats 1 and 9. Well, there you go. They're going to race off that horse. And we're going to sign off for the rest of the night. Thanks again for checking us out, everybody. Sure had a good old time. Thanks for tracking the action, my friend.
No, thank you. Thank you for inviting me and letting me, enjoy this.
It's a fun project.
It is hilarious. It is hilarious. You don't know the funny talk that I have with the dealers.
Oh, yeah, a little bit.
We make a little bit of the comments that are hilarious.
It's always fun to have fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it is important.
It is.
No, but also, I'm really glad that we can share this with our viewers.
Thank you.
Yeah, and all the players that comes over here and they kind of come on Fridays. Check it out.
Now you got to see. You got a window into our feature Friday.
And all right.
Well, thanks again for checking us out. We'll be back on Tuesday at about 6 o'clock for the 1-2 Tuesday. And if you want to be on the list for next Tuesday's game or next Friday's game, sign up with this guy.
Yeah, let us know.
That's right.
Please.
All right. We'll see you next time.